son. Where'd you find this?
Damn, son, that's disgusting.
What is up, everybody? I'm Gary Conahan, and I'm your host for the Damn Podcast. This week, we have ghosts on this episode. It's lucky number 13 for us.
Damn, son.
Kyle and Malik came in to talk about the history of ghosts, the band, and what the future holds for them. Since they were on, they did announce that they're working on a new album, so we have that to look forward to. There's a lot of laughing on this episode, so I'm just going to let you know that in advance, but I don't know. Drink a beer, roll one, do whatever you want, and enjoy this. Episode 13 of the Damn Podcast with Ghosts. Well, thanks for coming on to the Damn Podcast. We're here with Ghosts.
We've established
try
that
this again.
It's plural
Ghosts.
ghosts, not possessive ghosts.
Oh, well, it's pending.
It could be either.
I'm saying that apostrophe. You should do it.
I feel like maybe we could have it be like lottery based. Every so odd shirt has an apostrophe there.
Just get apostrophe stickers and put them on.
Yeah.
Every. Get an iron on and just iron on the apostrophe.
If you get one and bring it in, Kyle will give you a guitar pick.
Your whole logo is just be an apostrophe.
Oh, that'd be
Like,
perfect.
that's it. Just
I mean, it's better than the original idea of the sheet ghost.
Oh, yeah. And
like
then,
the KKK ghost.
well, when the alt-right resurfaced, we had to do away with that idea.
That's
It's
why.
like, I don't think it's going to work in the city.
That's why I grew a beard. I look way too much like that guy.
Oh, yeah, we get that a good bit. Kyle is apparently a dead ringer for Richard Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the KKK was pretty much gone until this last election. I'm like, holy shit, they still exist?
Yeah, it's like
what year is this?
I don't know, man. I walked down the supermarket aisle the other day and saw a box of Total, so miracles abound.
You didn't see Frankenberry, did you?
Oh, no.
Or Blueberry.
When I was
Blueberry's
in,
even more rare.
I was in a Walmart in New Mexico last year and saw Frankenberry.
Nice.
Blew my fucking mind. Fuck the Grand Canyon, babe. Frankenberry's over here.
Oh shit! This is gonna be a good one. I can tell already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just invited two best friends that just shit talk each other most
Well, that's
days.
pretty much what it should be.
Yeah. It's going to get
That's
real.
what I want.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about boring. I like throwing people under the bus, all kinds of shit.
I mean, that's
You know?
fine.
Yeah.
Like, whenever Jason was in here, I was like, yeah, you remember I hooked you up with a bunch of my friends, and then you met your wife? He's like, yeah.
Wait, you had J-Lo.
Leach.
Oh, Jason Leach.
Yeah.
I think you meant J-Lo.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Who's J. Lou?
Oh, the old GM from Guitar Center. Big dude.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I had him on. Sorry.
I just was like,
We've
that's
had
like,
a lot-
you had him on for
Nah.
what?
We've had a lot of Guitar Center people
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah, it's like been a Guitar Center free-for-all. You still work over there? Or?
No. I got out of there 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was before I quit drinking.
Jesus
So.
Christ.
Oh, nice. You quit drinking?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he sucks now.
Good
Yeah,
on
it's
you.
pretty- I mean, they're like checks and balances. Like,
Yeah.
I was for sure thought I would stop feeling like shit in the morning, but apparently it's just
No,
being-
it's
It doesn't
just
work.
getting older. Like
Yeah.
past 25, it just
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah,
do
no,
Yeah,
anything.
you feel like shit anyway.
Oh,
I
yeah.
figured that out. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I quit drinking for a month, and I still felt like I was hungover every Sunday morning.
Oh yeah, it was just like, I mean,
Figure we'll rub it in.
I mean, like,
No, Kyle's got willpower. He literally will hang out with me at Brendy's for like 2 hours
And
drinking
not-
fucking Sprite. While I'm just like
They look at
knocking
you-
back gin and tonics and chugging PBRs.
They,
I'm just
they
like,
look at
"You're
you weird
great,
when you
man."
order Sprite. I've ordered Sprite at bars. It's
well,
strange.
no, Brandy's is cool about it. Like,
Yeah.
Brian Deem, like, I don't even fucking say anything when I
Yeah.
walk in there, and like, I'll walk in, sit down, and like turn my head, say hi to Malik, and then there's a Sprite there.
Brian Deem's a man apart. You know?
Well, yeah.
Now, I've had bartenders be like, "Pussy." I'm like, really? Is that how
Yeah,
it's supposed
really?
to be?
Okay, well,
My only
guess
like
who's not getting a tip
Yeah,
now?
that's because they know how much we drink.
my only real close call was I went to the Village one time, and I thought
You need
it'd
to
be-
drink to be in there.
Oh, I thought I
better strike that from
Well, I'm
the
sitting.
podcast.
I'm sitting there with my brother, who like dragged me down there, and I was just like kind of feeling like being kind of a dick to the bartender because like he just looked like he was in a bad mood and just was being an asshole to everybody. He was like, "Can I get a Roy Rogers?" And he was like, "What is that, cherry?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he like comes up and puts vodka and grenadine on the fucking thing. I smelled it. I'm like, taste that. And they're just like, it's NyQuil. I'm like,
Wait, I mean, I probably would have given you shit.
oh, I mean, like,
What kind of cunt orders a Roy Rogers at the village? What's wrong with you? Seriously.
you've met my dad.
Man, that's just... I feel like Blaine wouldn't even have done something like that.
Oh, he would have done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a Rob Roy. I
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say,
a very
Rob
popular
Roy.
drink, I'm told.
All right, yeah. You know what? I support it. Be a total dick and order 50s era non-alcoholic drink. Can I have a Shirley Temple, please?
That you could order.
See, I'm just waiting for like the new generations of bartenders to come around that aren't from the area that think I'm trying to order fried chicken.
Yeah. Like, they have breakfast there, too. It's not just fried chicken. They got the rest areas on the turnpike.
I can't wait to see that happen.
I think that's the only place that exists now. Is
Yeah,
on
the Pennsylvania
on the
Turnpike.
Or like like really, really douchey, too into it bartenders that think that's some kind of new drink that they haven't heard of.
They're like, you mean you want something other than beer?
God damn it, man!
I don't know how to
wanna
make anything.
I didn't want to use both my hands.
I'm not classically trained. I'm not fucking Tom Cruise.
Classically trained in tapping a keg,
Yeah.
buddy.
It's like-
Order a beer, get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's like I can dump rum and coke at the same time. Anything more than that's above my pay grade, buddy.
Maybe a screwdriver if I feel finicky that day.
Dude, bartenders are insane. We were down in Asheville at this place that they make everything.
What is it with Asheville? It seems like everybody I know went to Asheville in the last 6 months.
I mean, it's basically like Lancaster.
Oh, it's like a different
South,
vibe. but
Lancaster
it's-
South.
Yeah, like
yeah, it's
South.
South Lancaster. There's no Amish people.
Yeah. Well, that's the bonus right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait behind them.
They got a good brewery in Asheville. I can't remember what it's called, but
They have tons of breweries
okay.
there.
We have a friend from North Carolina. From
Charlotte.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
thinking about going down there.
It's great down there. This
So
bar
anyway,
was
you're in
amazing.
Asheville.
Well, they made like everything. Well, they didn't make their own liquor. That would just be too much. I'd be like, fuck you guys. We got something like that back home. I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything in the house that they made the drinks with, though, they made there like on the spot. I'm watching this lady making like 3 different drinks in like 10 minutes. It's like being a kid and watching someone work on a car. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like those how they made videos where you watch how they make shit. It's like
On PBS.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's too much shit going into this drink. This is ridiculous. I should have just ordered a beer.
Salt, sugar,
I got
vodka.
it. And I was like, this works. This works. I like this. So I feel
was-
stupid now.
It was worth the wait.
it's mesmerizing.
It was delicious. I got fucked up too. I realized that all those ingredients were like a pinch here, a pinch there, and then I'm just gonna dump a bunch of vodka in that. I can't do vodka.
I honestly can't even get drunk off of vodka.
Oh, dude, I'll get
We went to
wrecked.
Vegas and got bottle service at this club Tao, and we killed like two
Yeah, 2 big
bottles of Grey Goose that were like this high.
And it was mostly just me and him drinking.
Yeah, and vodka just does. I hit like a certain point, and it's like it doesn't go past that point. It's really fucking weird.
I hit a certain point, and all that vodka is just like, now's the time to tell everyone what you really think.
You lose your filter.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you know what? Good idea. Do the talking with your hands, Malik.
Mine was, you get to the point where you get so drunk that you just kind of wander off
Yeah.
without telling anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I've,
know where you
I've
went.
done that.
Kyle's really good at the Irish goodbye.
It's not the Irish goodbye. It's like the Irish intermission where like,
I'm coming back.
well, you know, you'll run into me later. You don't know where. Like my 22nd birthday, we were out with like, Jesus Christ, like my brother brought 15 of his friends out, and
Hey,
then,
I gotta cut that out of the podcast.
oh
No, you said Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ. Watch
Like-
your fucking language, man.
Sorry, GD.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, the met up with like 15 of his friends, like probably 10 of mine, and we started. down at Yorgos out of all the fucking places.
Oh Christ!
And my birthday falls on either Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving some years.
Yeah.
And that year it was Thanksgiving Eve, so we went down there to get the birthday bowl, got it full of trash cans.
Oh,
There's like $70 worth of liquor, the guy said. And like,
Wow.
There's like $25 for the fucking thing. And then they wanted to leave.
I don't blame them.
So I was like,
Yeah,
all
it's
right, cool.
fucking
Like,
Yorgos.
yeah, it was awful.
I hate Yorgos unless they want to pay me to advertise them on my podcast. Then I'm all right with them.
Then we can do business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I ended up like just chugging the thing in like 10 minutes. And just like I got up and they all hit me at once and I'm sitting there and they like all kind of like parted ways. But both groups like went two different directions and I went a totally different, and by the time it all hit, I blacked out.
Wow.
So they realized that I wasn't with the one group. The other group texted the other group to find out if I was with them. They both panicked, and for 2 hours I was just wandering the streets of Lancaster.
Jeez.
They find me at the Belvedere at a high top table by myself drinking a dirty martini.
Wow.
I don't know how I got there. I don't know why I was drinking a dirty martini.
I want to know how you were blackout drunk and coherently ordered a dirty martini.
Yeah. Like,
That's-
It was like just
Because there's steps to ordering that. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
surprise
just
me.
give me a dirty martini and then they're like, okay. They're like, do you want it up or on the rocks? Do you want it shaken or stirred? Kyle's just at
Whatever.
the bar.
you probably just said,
blacked
"Give
the
me something,"
fuck
and they
out.
gave it to you.
I'm really like curious because nobody ever told me like what I was like blackout drunk, other than they were like, I didn't know you were blackout drunk. So I didn't know if I had like a James Bond moment where I was just like super smooth going in.
Yeah.
And then like when I was starting to like come back to my senses, like it all just went downhill.
Maybe.
And I was on a high top, on a high stool, so I was stuck there.
That's awesome.
I can't get down.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in the crow's nest. There's no way I'm coming down now.
All right. So anyway, we'll get back into let's start with some band stuff now. This
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
Oh,
we
I
have to
love
talk
this
about our
stuff.
band?
No, this is gold.
No, I love this stuff, but
Why are we here?
yeah. All right.
Wait, you guys are in a band?
Yeah.
Apparently.
So how did you guys meet to start Ghosts? Like, go back into the origin
Oh,
story.
Jesus.
Please
We
be
didn't we didn't
detailed.
Really, I mean,
Was it a crisp autumn afternoon?
yeah, you know. It was the light was falling through the trees just the right way. He was sunbathing in Buchanan Park. No,
He was jauntily tossing a frisbee with
Johnsley's not a fucking word.
There's going to be a lot of
From
work.
Philly, John.
John.
Pass me this John.
Kyle played this sweet riff, and I was like, I like that, John, man.
There's going to be a lot of words that come out of my mouth that aren't words.
That's fine.
We had known one another for a couple years beforehand. After meeting at Shadowland, which was weird and in and of
Goth
itself.
night.
Yeah, for those that don't know, that's the Goth Night at the Chameleon.
That was my
the Lizard Lounge.
first time going to Shadowland. Everybody was really nice, but it was way too much mesh. So a couple of years go by, and Kyle's always been in different bands. I don't really do a lot of band stuff just because I hate people. I do.
You do.
When he started this project up with our drummer, Jabin, they had been writing, and he hit me up and was just like, "Hey, I got this project going. We're just gonna rip off 1994. If you wanna come out and check it out and maybe do vocals." And I was like, "Sure," you know. And I heard it, and it was amazing. And it was a total rip-off of 1994.
I remember 1994. I don't
Yeah.
think you guys sound that much like them.
You got to listen to some songs.
Yeah, okay.
They're like, it's like the one song is like a one-off of like
The
King
fir-
Kong Stomping Man.
the first song they played for me, I was just like, you ripped off like every fucking.
We just
thing.
made the dumb version of.
It reminds me of like a 2003 throwback, kind of.
Yeah,
A little
like
bit like a Poison the Well era when
what
they
I hear.
first dropped.
The funny thing is, like, Kyle knows all about all of this kind of shit. I don't even fucking listen to the kind of music that we play
Yeah.
at all. It's
It-
not
it-
that I hate it. It passed me by. I was listening to like hip hop.
Yeah.
In like the 90s.
I was
and
also
2000s.
kind of.
And then, you know, but that was like it. Like I didn't. There's that or like classic rock. Like the first like rock bands I was listening to when I was like 12 were fucking Rush and Iron Maiden and shit like that. So then there was no what is it called? Screamo? Is that what
Yeah, basically.
Okay, yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Emo core, screamo. I don't know.
core. I like that.
Emo core.
We play.
Are we gonna start
we
making
play-
up genres now?
No, you don't
that-
remember that?
Oh no,
Emo
that's
core?
totally a genre.
Yeah, that was
Really?
in 2002 or 3.
Can we start
That was
calling
totally
ourselves
a genre.
emo core?
Emu core.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
was-
tall,
like-
a tall bird on
No,
stage.
emotional, like emo,
Emo
Ghost is
core.
just gonna write songs about
like
birds now.
glass, like Glassjaw, like
yeah.
like emo core, like Glassjaw esque.
Yeah, like
mean,
I never listened to them or.
Oh,
Do.
I mean, I've heard it.
amazing.
I've heard it now.
Yeah.
Just then, I didn't. It would have been, perfect for.
yeah, Glassjaw was a whole 3 or 4 years of my life.
Yeah, that would have been awesome back then. On the cusp of puberty, dadless and full of angst.
I was actually old by then.
Well,
Yeah, I was an adult
See,
by
and
the time
I have
Glassjaw
no
dropped.
excuse
You
for all
guys-
of my angst because, like,
adults, really? That's a stretch.
Yeah, we're not really adults now.
Well, I mean, I was too old probably to be listening to it.
I think my heavier music for me was around that time was death metal.
Yeah, I actually I saw Glassjaw open for the Deftones, and I didn't even know who they were, and they came out and just destroyed. I went out and bought their record the very next day. It was unbelievable.
I mean, like, I guess in middle school that would have, yeah, like end of middle school, like I was like real bad. I mean, it was like bad music going into better music, like roots wise. Like it was definitely.
You still like bad music?
I still like mad music.
Oh, God.
I mean, like I'll still go on and like download like some random kid's EDM track that's like topping the fucking
It's the worst.
iTunes charts.
And then he'll make me listen to it.
I will, and we trap.
I fucking hate it. I mean, I love we can get. I love trap music.
Oh,
and
yeah, we can get down on trap
always
music,
get down with
but-
that. But yeah, there was no like moment where we all sat down and were like, "Let's be a band together."
Yeah, it
'Cause
was-
that's just
It
stupid.
was definitely like I sat down with Jabin because we liked
well, you guys work together, right?
Yeah, we worked together at Guitar Center. We liked similar veins of music. I don't think the bands we liked really matched up all that much. Like he was really into like Seosin and Oh Sleeper.
It's almost better if
That's
they don't.
kind of this.
Yeah. And like that was kind of his route. Like he's really into Thursday, which like I got more into after meeting him.
I'm more of a Saturday guy.
Yeah.
Tuesday's my shit.
And Wednesday, if we're talking, present day Christina Ricci, but
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. She's a very beautiful woman. That's all I'll say.
that'll make you sad a little bit.
What?
Just a little bit.
Why?
It's like that little goth girl
No.
just turned into that, and it's just like, well, I mean, there's no, I don't know.
Have you seen the women I've dated?
Yeah.
Do any of you that I dated that heard that? I'm sorry. Oh, my mom's
They would
gonna
have
be-
to listen.
My mom's gonna be pissed if she hears. Oh, I'm gonna promote it. I want
Oh.
people to listen to it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That would be good for everyone.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, but,
So you guys met on a crisp autumn day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Guitar Center.
He got chocolate in my peanut butter. They worked together. They decided to start this band, and then I joined in. And the mentality has always been to not really be a band.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like we've never toured. We usually only play like three or four times a year. We practice the day of our shows, and
So you,
If not the hour before our
it's
set.
just extreme. It's built on extreme laziness.
you don't
Yeah.
oversaturate the market.
We don't
Oh
ever
no! We made a
times a
Facebook
year.
page, and I think we've made like 6 posts in the 4 years that we've been a band.
I couldn't even find it. That's
Yeah.
I
The,
looked.
the Facebook page is super pissed at all of us for not saying shit on there.
It's like, hey, what's going on with ghosts?
It's like, yo, you got like 3 views, but none of them liked it.
Yeah, people were just watching our shit, and they're like, "Yeah, all right, well, that's a thing."
But I mean, it's, I don't know, like we really don't. I think we're gonna try to play more.
Absolutely not.
No, okay. It's basically
Who
like,
told you that?
How about for the audience, we pretend that
yeah,
you
we're
guys
gonna
are going to
pretend.
play more.
We're gonna
Oh, yeah,
pretend
guys,
to play
Since
more.
we're trying to promote you guys.
We're hitting it hard this year.
yeah,
You
put
know,
a facade, let's put
It's
a facade on it.
basic.
2017, the year of Ghost apostrophe S.
Yes.
It's happening.
It's a new life.
basically, like, we went into it with the mentality of try not to spend any money with it. Let's just write music and we'll give it away for free. We'll play shows when we can. It was just like really like kind of just like a fun project just for all of us to do.
Yeah.
So you have 4 members?
We so originally Willie Blaze showed up to our practice space the one day, picked up a bass, and he became our bass player without actually even like saying he was.
He was really good though, but it
Yeah,
was
he
always
was,
like we never have like a full-time bassist. We have sliding scale shit. And then Willie had to leave because he moved.
Split. Before
Well, yeah,
that?
well, he was starting Split. It was under like a different. I think he was like jamming with. I think it was before he was jamming with Ian.
Yeah, well, I think are they still? Is he
Ian?
still in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
Somebody doesn't listen to the podcast.
no, he doesn't.
Did you just podcast voice me?
But
Shit.
and then
That's it. I'm leaving.
I got another beer if you stay.
I twist my arm.
Yeah.
and then after that, Ben Roth recorded our first 5 songs in his basement right before they
yeah.
moved into
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, and
We'll
we
get
did-
into the recording process later. I got a whole question about all
oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we'll get into
Yeah.
that then.
But
But
he recorded it and then just jumped on to play a show with us because
Yeah,
he knew all the songs.
Yeah, originally it was like we needed him as a fill-in, and then I think it was just like such a laid-back process of him just showing up, knowing the songs already. They were just like, "Hey, like we don't play that often. If you're free, like this date, like you should just come set up and play with us."
He
And that-
seems like he's pretty much down for anything.
oh my god,
Like, I have not met him in person yet. I've talked to him online a lot.
oh yeah.
But I'm supposed to go over and meet him, and I go through this every week.
He reminds
Because
me of,
every
like-
band he's recorded that's been on here almost.
He's like he's rad. He's like if a llama could talk
Yeah.
and really
And
liked,
not spit on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and really liked weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
You're assuming llamas normally don't like weed.
I mean, no, I
my
assume
friend
they
had a
do,
llama.
but
They used
like
to get
this
it high.
llama just really.
Then they used to get Woody
he's
high.
He's higher
I
than
think
the
so,
average
yeah.
llama.
Yeah, we had a friend who had a llama that came with their house. His name was Woody, and they would get him stoned.
You buy a house, you get a llama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Where
part of the
is
deal.
this
Yeah,
at?
what-
It wasn't Mannheim.
It was
Was it-
outside of Mannheim.
Is
but
this like a realtor's like
Towards Lebanon?
like spiel like
There was like a little farmette, and I guess they were just like, "Well, this llama lives here. If you buy the house, you can get him with. You can keep him if you want." And they said, "Sure."
Well, yeah,
I feel like the
absolutely.
contract really should say like this llama lives here. He's letting you live here
Yeah.
with him.
I don't want to be friends with the person who would oust that llama
Yeah.
from its living quarters.
Nah, they were cool with it.
I would
He
go out
was
and pet
cool.
him.
We'd
Yeah, his name was
Yeah.
Woody.
That's excellent.
we'd hang out with him and
last night.
shit. He would
Yeah.
spit on people occasionally.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
he
you
never
know.
spit on me because he knew I
Nah,
wasn't
he was
afraid
cool.
of him. But
One time we had to hold his head
yeah,
because the owners before had a what was it?
it was like a
harness?
bridle on him. And
Yeah, and it was digging into his face because
Oh,
he was
okay.
outgrowing it.
Yeah.
So we had to hold his neck so we could cut the thing off. I bet he felt great though after getting that pressure off of his
that's why I
face.
wasn't
Sure, he's a
spitting on
very
you.
grateful llama.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
We just
he
held
stopped
him
struggling after a few seconds because me and my brother both just threw an arm over him.
over
Yeah.
his neck and
It
held
actually
him so he
stops.
couldn't move.
Yeah, I would imagine you guys.
Did you
know,
did you come at him in singlets or?
No, we just kind of like.
I wore the underwear and boots
It was
All right. All right.
as
llama
Grizzly,
wrangling.
as Eric Grizzly put
I
it.
think we may have come up with a new Central PA like
llama wrangling?
yeah like a buck event.
I think we just came up with the name of our next EP.
Llama wrangling.
No, the llama wrangler.
Are you guys down to do a photo shoot?
Yeah,
does this
for what?
llama still alive?
Dude, we could just
Oh
do,
no, I think
Actually,
he's
no,
passed.
he
Oh.
is dead. They had to. I think they actually shot him.
Yeah,
with
this
the
is when we were like
Jesus.
young.
Where
Well,
were
I mean,
you guys?
I guess he was sick. I wasn't
It's
there. when they
closer
did
to
it, but-
Lebanon, where the Alama actually it was between Mannheim and Lebanon.
Yeah, near Mount Gretna, really.
All right.
Which, if you've never been to Mount Gretna, it's kind of cool.
No,
It's
I've
like
been
a
to
Go
Mount
check
Gretna.
it out.
I've been there.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. Someone was just telling me a story of how that place, how it was like founded.
I think it was a mountain first.
You sure?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
pretty
feel, I
sure.
feel
Then
like
they put a roller rink in,
the
and
Jigger Shop's always been
yeah.
there. The Mountain came second.
maybe.
If you build it, the land will come.
Did Jay-Z ever sue them?
I think
For that
so.
name?
Yeah. Well, that's why they changed it to Jigger. It used to be the Jigga Shop, but he's not okay with that.
He's like, yeah, that's I coined that phrase.
That man wants every cent
Yeah.
that he can get.
Well, you know, what are you gonna
Well,
do?
I mean, owning the Nets isn't cheap, man.
We're all going to get sued for mentioning him.
more than likely.
Yeah, so Ben became our bass player, sort of, to this day. But well, we just recently changed that. But to
Maybe-
the day, he would just tell people like, I'm not really in that band. I just kind of play bass for him. I remember hearing him say it the one day in front of me, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
It's kind
You've
of
been playing bass with us for like a year.
it's kind of like when you're kind of involved in like a pretty casual relationship, but like you
like-
think it's
it's like-
something else.
He's
We
my
bang
friend.
occasionally,
Yeah.
but yeah, she thinks we're together. I don't tell her we're not.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, me, Jamin, and Malik are over in the corner, kind of like sobbing.
I was a
Anybody who plays bass, they might need your assistance.
Well,
so.
no. Actually, I just decided to pick up the bass and do vocals and bass. One,
So you're
just
gonna
makes
practice once a year and then
Yeah,
be able to do it.
We're
Pretty
gonna
much.
we're gonna start writing a new album. We have like half of it written, but once it's done, we're gonna take the next like 2 years to tune our instruments.
Oh, cool.
you guys are in it for the long haul. It's not about now, you know. You're patient.
I'm gonna make my own strings.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That would be
It's a
cool.
it's a long con.
Then Kyle's
yeah.
got to dial in his amp. That usually takes about 5 or 6 months.
I'm gonna try to make this really quick, but I saw this meme when it was talking about music production, and this guy was like, I was gonna use these samples, but then I figured out that I didn't make these samples, so I shouldn't use them. And then I was gonna record real drums, and then I was like, well, you know what? I didn't make these drums, so I'm gonna make my own drums. And then it goes to like, yeah, right now I'm raising a animal so I can use its skin to make drum heads. But it's like basically how people look at music when they're like so picky about, I
yeah.
can't do that. That's not real. Like it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
just
it's
going
not
down to, like, a-
organic.
yeah, it's not organic. So I'm gonna actually
organic.
raise a sheep right now, and I'm just kind of waiting. And that's kind of how the whole meme went.
That's absolutely what we need to do.
Yeah,
We need to
get a tree.
Yeah, I need to grow a tree.
Grow a tree,
dude.
make a guitar.
So the next album's coming. We just have to grow a tree first to make our new guitar and bass.
That's cool though.
I'm thinking elm.
Let's curb the expectations for the fans out there.
Yeah, guys, hold your horses. We're getting there.
Next Ghost album,
gotta go-
2025.
We gotta go buy seeds.
Yeah. We're gonna take off and go to Rhubarb's. They got a deal going on.
You guys, we'll just kind of hang out, smoke some pot, drink some beer, and wait for this tree to grow.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be a real boring process for
It's gonna
me.
be the longest podcast ever.
All right, so how would you describe your style for the fans that have never heard you, that will get to hear you at the end of the podcast?
Kyle,
1994 ripoff.
It's
And
not-
If they don't know who that is, check them out. I don't.
if they don't know who
they're
that
just
is,
gonna-
they don't deserve to listen to it.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
I would listen to go look at Ghosts Bandcamp before you go listen to 1994 because they're not on this podcast. So we'll promote you guys
Oh, yeah.
first.
Shit, I
Sure.
keep forgetting that.
Is
Since if they're
1994
gonna do
still
the
around?
work, they may as well at least go to your website.
1994 is at the level that we need to be at eventually, where it's like every 5 years, Chris and Mike are in the same state.
Yeah, are they? Didn't they used to have like shows in the basement in some place on King Street or
Yeah,
something like
Yeah,
that?
that's actually where my first band played its
Yeah, I've
first
been there
show.
before.
I just tattooed Chris last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah, I
good.
know a girl that like fell off their porch and like broke the railing and like got all bruised up and shit.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
Who was that?
That was Janelle.
I knew it. I fucking knew it was that chick. You didn't have to fucking tell me.
What do
Her and I don't get along. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't get along with anyone.
I don't get
so
along
can
with people
relate
that
to
break railings and fall through them, I guess.
Those bastards.
She'll never listen to this anyway. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Janelle.
Yes.
I guess I'd just say screamo. I mean, that's just like the all around like just blanket term.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's
I like it, but it was right up my alley.
It's screamo in major, not minor.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's really like
that should be your next album title.
screamo in major, not minor.
Actually, I think our next album is going to be called "You're Getting Old."
Yeah.
The Llama Wrangler's already out.
The Llama
that'll
Wranglers.
be the full length.
The Llama
Yeah.
Wranglers, the concept album.
Yeah, that'll be like your Leviathan.
That's
It'll
when
just
we're
be.
donning like one piece, like sheer suits.
That you made out of
we-
llama
we all
I'm just gonna wear a llama.
Just llama wool.
a live llama.
on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
live
asshole.
one.
I am.
What? So it's gonna be like an Empire Strikes
Yeah, you're gonna
Back
cut it
situation.
open like a
You're gonna cut it
tauntaun?
open and
No,
or Tom
no,
Green.
No llamas will be harmed in the tour supporting the Llama Wrangler.
Yeah, PETA will be on our ass fast as shit.
Just be a
They can go
stuffed llama.
suck a fuck. He's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I love animals as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong. It's just
They're
you know.
delicious.
Coming from the vegan.
One time I did eat a
not bring that
cheeseburger in front of a PETA stand at like Sounds of the Underground, just because I was really getting irritated with them putting violence on the screen.
Yeah, there's
Just-
videos of slaughterhouses and he's just eating a cheeseburger, watching the video right in front of him.
I went too.
I went to England a year and a half ago.
God, we get
Or
it. You
2
went to
years.
another country.
We get it. You're a traveled person.
Whatever.
We get it.
Whatever,
You have a
Mike.
Whatever, dude. I saw
passport.
your pictures from Iceland. That looked cool as
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That was great. Kyle went to England and looked miserable in every fucking picture that was posted.
You know how expensive cigarettes are over there? You,
You-
can't buy a full pack.
So, like, New York?
You looked like a person from England. You just defeated in every way. Like
Aren't they like $15 in New York for like a pack of cigarettes
it was
now
like
or something?
all right. So it was $8 for a 10-pack.
wait, don't they use farthings?
It was ruples.
It's
a wampum.
It was a
Pounds.
lump.
It was a wampum. Yeah.
Cost 8 chickens for a pack of cigarettes in England.
No, but
I
but
think,
all
I think it's 12 if you have good teeth.
Oh yeah.
but it was like they put like the branding on there of like just like the fucked up shit on the pack, and I felt resentful for it, so I ended up smoking more there. Because it was like a picture of like an eye being like clawed open, like it was being brainwashed. I'm just like, no, fuck you.
yeah.
Well, then it worked. You smoked more.
Oh, yeah,
and had to
yeah.
Maybe
spend
that's
more
the
money.
plan.
Yeah, maybe.
They know that you Americans are so hot-blooded. Somebody tells you not to do something.
Dude, I was so self-conscious of being an American in a touristy part of England.
I
Oh,
bet.
yeah?
Oh, I bet,
Going
yeah.
going into a shop, not saying a word, and then like little old lady like shopkeeper just like, all right, cheers. I'm just like, have a good day.
Did you sound like that?
Yeah.
You like your voice
Are
cracked?
you Nell
Yeah.
from the movie Nell?
Yes.
What the fuck, man?
Do you think people could tell you were American before you spoke?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
at him.
Yeah.
We do have a look to us, I guess, and
For the most, I would know I am because I'm
command the
fat.
room.
I really think it was just the
There are
sheer.
other people in other countries that are fat.
Really?
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen them.
they're out there.
I think it was just like the sheer look of confusion, yet still somewhat confident.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
think that's really what it was.
It's like, look at this asshole. He doesn't know
Yeah.
where the fuck he's at, but he thinks he owns the place.
So just American history in general. I have no idea what I'm doing
Yeah,
here,
I
but
own
I'm gonna
this shit.
fucking run shit.
yeah, that's American history in a nutshell.
Yeah, dude, how do you think I feel? I went to Iceland right after Donald Trump got elected.
well, yeah.
That was
I bet
was
that was
great.
interesting.
No, not really. It sucked ass every time. Where are you from? Oh, America. So you voted for Trump? No. No.
Believe it or not, even though Pennsylvania is a Republican state, a lot of the people I hang out with did not vote for him.
Actually,
Most of the people I know.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
more of the
Yeah.
country didn't vote for him than did. It was just the electoral college that
I,
fucked everything up.
I had a guy, one of the first people I met over there, and this was like the kicker for shitty people, where I was just like, all right, Iceland's great, but there are still shitty people. He did the whole, oh, you're from America, you must have voted for Trump. And I was like, no, we didn't. Neither of us did. And his response was to look us dead in the eye and say, he doesn't seem like such a bad guy. And I quietly got up. I paid my tab at the bar, and I walked out without saying anything to that man. Because that's all I could do to not like reach across the table and just like slap him right in the face. I'm in another country. Who the fuck cares if I get arrested? I didn't see one cop over there. Actually,
Really?
It was really fucking.
You should have
weird.
just said, "Wait."
Do you know what made me feel better recently?
A cheeseburger.
No,
Damn.
but anyway.
No, he's mentioned them like 3 times. I feel like he really
No,
likes cheeseburgers.
I actually haven't eaten a cheeseburger in a while. But anyway, what made me feel better is I was listening to a J. Cole song recently, and I forgot about the song. And it has a clip of George W. talking in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck, we already did this.
Yeah.
If we made
yeah.
it through George W., we'll be fine. Like, it sucks, but we will survive.
I fully want to believe you and hope that we will, but it's
Yeah.
just like,
Fool me once, shame.
yeah, fool me, can't get fooled again.
Shame on you. It's like, fool me.
Yeah.
You can't get fooled again. It's like, holy fuck, you don't even know that saying?
I was just like, George, I don't think you understand.
George, turn
You know
the-
you
turn
run
the-
a fucking country, right?
I know it's in Texas, maybe in Tennessee. No, dude, that phrase is everywhere.
No, yeah.
George, why'd you write your speech in pen? There's a teleprompter, and it's upside down.
Shame on you. You can't get fooled again. It's like, holy fuck.
friend of mine had a tablet with just like a calendar with just 365 days of George Bushisms. It was the best thing ever because it was just a stupid thing he said for every day of the year.
I mean, he said a lot of stupid shit.
He really did.
Aside from all of that, honestly, he seems like someone that I would totally be cool to hang out with.
Who?
You know, I
Drink a
I
beer
feel the
and
same
shoot
way.
guns
Absolutely,
with George
yeah.
Bush.
Oh, yeah.
Like I
I just didn't want him running the country. all the
no,
time.
God no, just
But-
don't. Safety's off, Varn.
Oh, yeah. No, he seemed like he was probably fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, he's probably actually really fucking funny whenever he's like just hanging out with his guys. And
Well, yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you saw him failing at putting on that poncho.
Yeah.
That's great. That's just like, that's gold.
Yeah.
Everyone, go hang out with George Bush. Get your phones ready.
Everyone's
Snapchat
been
the
there
shit out of
trying to
that.
find the armholes in something. You know, it's
Oh, dude,
it's a
I made
universal
it.
experience.
It was humanizing.
I made it 5 hours into work at the shop the other day before I realized that I put my T-shirt on inside out.
They probably thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah, well, I am a trendsetter, but you know.
Speaking
I
of
would
which,
say.
while you're here, do you want to plug your tattooing and whatnot?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
no, I'm a tattooer.
You should.
At
Plug
No
your
Heroes.
shop.
Malik
heroes.
Rose, no heroes.
You
tattoo.
came
No
up.
tits?
Eric
No
Grizzly
tits.
talked about you.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
whenever if you listen to the podcast, there was an episode with this band called Felipe Pupo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they talked about No Heroes.
No, Eric's the owner of the shop, Frankie. That's Eric's cousin.
Oh, okay.
So whenever he comes in town, we always just hang out. And like he actually outed me on my birthday at Brendy's, which sucked so bad. I was like, it's like midnight. So it was just my birthday, and I'm like trying to be low key about it.
Yeah.
I'm just like telling a few people like, hey, don't say anything. It's my birthday. And they're like, oh, that's really cool. And I see Eric, and he turns around, and he's like, isn't it your birthday tonight? Fuck, man. Shots in my face.
No,
He seems like a cool fucking dude. Like,
Oh, yeah, he's
I
rad
only
as
met
fuck.
him for the first time, during that podcast.
He's rad.
Yeah,
He's an interesting human being.
Been meeting
for
a
sure.
shit ton of cool people doing this, so
well,
it's
yeah.
been awesome. Other than today.
Yeah, you'll not find
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
no, I don't have any tattoos myself, but I really like your aesthetic. I like your eye. I look at all your photos and stuff online and stuff. I think the
you.
stuff you do is really cool.
Thanks.
I mean,
Wasn't there like a forum that was like sharing your shit?
I've been on a few.
Yeah.
I've never posted any of my stuff, but I have found tattoos that I've done posted by the people that received them on like Reddit and Imager and other stuff like that. It was kind of weird.
yeah.
Because I don't even think about it. It's just I do it, and then I'm like, oh, internet, there you go, and then it comes back to me that there more people know about me than I was aware of. I did a guest spot up in Kutztown last weekend at a friend's shop, and apparently like 3 days before I came there, somebody that had stopped in to get tattooed, her and two of the coworkers were talking about me, and the guy that was going to get tattooed is like, oh, you talking about Malik? And I'm like, what the fuck?
No, you're. I was actually at Brendy's, and I was talking to this girl, and I was telling her that. Do you know Colin Nolt?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've known him since school. Like I'm good friends with him, and
Okay.
She was saying she wanted to find a tattoo artist around here, and I'm like, yeah, my friend Colin's really good. And then I'm like, and there's a guy who comes here all the time who's really good too. And then you walked right in the door just as I was saying, I'm like, that guy right there. I'm like, he's got a really good aesthetic too. He's got a really interesting take on things. But
Yeah, I enjoy it.
shout out to Colin Nolt, by the way.
Yeah,
But
Colin's the man.
Colin is fucking hilarious. on
Oh yeah,
Facebook.
my God,
He is.
He has
I'm
the longest
ADD,
posts in the world.
so I can't read his posts sometimes because they're like 8 paragraphs long.
Yeah, he gets in there.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's like really simple.
I'm sure
he
it's
made
always
a
worth the read, but
Yes.
like
No,
I'm
it
like,
totally is.
super long post about 420 the one day, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is good. I feel like this is really well thought out for someone that
yeah,
likes...
he's one of the most intelligent people I know.
Yeah, he was a grade behind me in high school. We went to school together, so I've known him for like
Okay.
over 20 years.
Right on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can... No Heroes is a shop I work at.
How many people are working at No Heroes actually?
It's four, five, something. I don't know.
4-ish.
It's a great place to be. It's a little cramped because
You guys have shows in there sometimes too?
Yeah. Actually, Eric comes down every now and then, and we'll do like gallery showings and have bands play there or musicians. It's right next to Himalayan Grill, so it's really really hard to miss. Except a lot of people go there and they think it's the entrance to Himalayan.
That's good for business.
So many sweet elderly ladies walk in like, is this Himalayan? No,
you want a
it's not.
tattoo?
You want to get a tattoo?
You never got one before?
It's like, no, but I could tattoo a Sherpa on you.
Yeah. I could do like a little wrist piece right there.
You
Boom.
got the pink salt.
Yeah. Which do it up. Yeah. I really love that place. If anyone listening does ever want to get a tattoo from me, it's 24 East Orange Street.
How do they get a hold of you? Like on Facebook?
Yeah, just no. I have Instagram. Please don't.
You don't do the book?
I do the book. If you add me on Facebook and try to contact me about getting tattooed, there's a chance that I won't get back to you for a while.
You got an email address?
Yeah, you can find it on my Instagram.
Okay, so what's your IG name?
Ink Breather.
There you go.
Yeah,
At
man.
Ink Breather.
It's wild. I'll see you like post something saying like, "Look, I like this design. I want to put it on somebody." Any takers? And like the next day, I'll see it on somebody's skin. That's
It's
crazy.
been the She Wolf series that I've been doing has been just every 10 minutes after every
Yeah.
photo.
Megadeth.
Someone's like, I want
The
that.
Ladybug came out pretty quick too. I like that. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's a good friend of mine. She's gotten I'm the only person that's ever tattooed her. And yeah, it was a nod to Megadeth.
No, I love that fucking song. It was like one of the few songs that I actually really dug after the whole,
Yeah.
the heyday of Megadeth to the.
Yeah, that was a good one. I went
Yeah.
back and I listened to Cryptic Writings again after a while and was like,
Oh yeah, it's kind of radio.
You probably don't remember this, but that's why I met you the first
oh
time.
no, I was
Yeah.
belligerently drunk and we talked about how
When Hangar
great
18 or something?
how
Yeah.
great Rust in Peace
Yeah,
was.
you played Holy Wars, The Punishment is Due, and I walked around the bar until I found who played it. I asked everybody, I'm like, did you play this? Did you play this? And you're like, I played it. Yeah, but then we had the whole conversation about that. It was awesome.
I think I came in there another night at some point. I do it pretty regularly. I will go in there and I'll put that entire fucking album on the jukebox.
It's their best album. It really is.
Oh yeah, it's hands down their best. But
Yeah.
that series has been fun. It's super just creepy, faceless women with giant soulless eyes.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I see it all on Facebook. It's
Oh,
awesome.
Those are going fast. Lots of people have been asking me to do them without nudity, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself, man.
I like the Game
I'm
of
an
Thrones stuff
artist.
you did too. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I
You want
wanna
a
do
fucking T-shirt on it?
The Game of Thrones stuff is fun. I hope they don't try and sue me though.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
They won't.
Pretty much. I
What
don't
are they
have
gonna do
much.
at this point? It's like eating a cheeseburger. It's gone. I just said cheeseburger again. You can't get it back.
Give me a cheeseburger tally that I got on my phone.
Yeah, there's 4.
It's like come back. I got to rub salt on you until that tattoo comes off. Game of Thrones is gonna sue me.
Oh man, that would be wild. I don't have anything to give him.
Just go back and just put a big mustache on it or something.
What if they just showed up and just started stabbing you like one after the other
Dude.
For the watch.
for the watch?
Oh, that would suck. But because it's not even about that. It was about the House of Black and White. Oh, that would suck. I would take the walk of shame though. That would be fine. I would be into that. Like I
Shame.
was walking, there's just shame. Like
Dick's
yes,
just hanging out.
wash me in your judgment.
That wouldn't even be the weirdest thing that would happen in that week in Lancaster, probably.
No, not at all. Some weird shit happens to me in my day to day. It's fun. It's real fun. For a while, I was carrying around a coffee table book on serial killers just to see what kind of reaction it would give people cause to give me. Especially like if I'd be sitting at Brendy's this killer table, coffee table book about murderers, just sitting on the bar reading it. One lady comes out, she's like, "What you reading?"
It's like a book about serial killers.
I just picked the cover up and it says, was it the country's most infamous murderers? She's like, right then. She walks away.
All right, quick side story. We went to Vegas several years ago, and we were like out and about, and we met these two girls that happened to also be from Pennsylvania. And we got them to come back to our hotel room, and we had like a spa tub in our room because we got this baller ass like suite hotel room. And the one girl they were filling it with water, and this girl was going to get in it. And she's like, "Well, you guys seem like nice guys." And my friend Ryan said, "Yeah, well, Ted Bundy was a nice guy," and they fucking were out. Like they
Ted
just
Bundy
left.
seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, gone.
Yeah, the girls were gone. It was like 5 minutes later they were out the door.
I mean, if that pickup line doesn't work, probably not someone you want to hang
I mean,
out with.
Exactly.
Did you have like a rental car that was a yellow Beetle?
No,
No.
no, we took taxis.
Wow.
Close enough.
Yeah, they were yellow.
Yeah, they were yellow.
Are taxis everywhere yellow?
I don't know.
No, I think in like England, some of them
yeah,
are
they're
like blue
black.
or red.
They're black?
Yeah, the cat. Yeah, the
International
black.
traveler.
Classy, yeah. Get it, Kyle. You've been to another country.
I almost drove into Canada once.
By accident.
That's about as close
By
as I've ever
accident.
been
By
to another
accident.
country.
I don't think I've ever gotten lost on the road. I drove through Oklahoma and felt lost in my soul.
It wasn't necessarily lost. This is a dumbass story, but I'll tell it real quick. I was delivering a job up in Buffalo.
Okay.
Or no, I was picking up some stainless steel, and I needed to get a tarp. So I just punched in Walmart, and I started driving to Walmart.
Oh, but it was Walmart.
It was in fucking Canada. So I got right.
So
I'm
Canada
like, why would
isn't
it
perfect.
No. So why would it send me to fucking another country because it was the closest Walmart? And I'm like, I don't fucking think I'm gonna be able to get in there or back. So I'm just gonna turn around and go and
Not
leave.
without a passport.
Yeah. So that's the stupid short story of that.
I would have tried anyway. Come on,
Well, I
man.
thought about it.
I'm really pressed for
just
time. I
try
need to get it. I can see the Walmart from
Yeah.
here. Can I give you money
Oh, Canada.
as a Canadian person to go into that Walmart?
I'll give you some of your funny ass looking money. Just let me in there.
Yeah.
Your colorful ass dollars.
I'll give you some real money that you can.
Yeah, I'll give you some
It's worth
American
way
money.
more than your money.
Yeah, these dollars are actually worth something.
God damn.
So how did you come up with your band name?
I
I just said it.
I misunderstood a side project he had, and I tried to steal the name, and then I realized I didn't. So
What?
your acoustic side project.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had an acoustic side project called American Ghosts, and Kyle tried to steal the name.
Oh,
Because I hate trying to find a name.
that's it's the worst part.
Yeah, it comes up over and over again. It's
Well-
the hardest
Yeah.
part about being in a band.
I mean, every now and then get great ideas. Kyle shoots them all down. I wanted to
Rape-
maybe 6. No, we're not going to
we're
do
not gonna
that.
say that
wasn't
one.
funny.
How did you guys feel
I thought
about-
it was,
At
and
the
it's
time,
not.
It's not.
How'd you feel about winning a Grammy?
Oh, dude, it was shitty.
Yeah.
A bunch of fucking sycophants and dick suckers over there.
Yeah. You guys beat August Burns Red for that.
Yeah.
So you must be the most famous band from Lancaster.
Everyone loves our stupid fucking faces for some reason.
Before Will was the bass player, I ran into him and told him about the project, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm in this band Ghost now," and he was like, "You mean the Satanic band with like the Pope hats?"
The guy with the Pope hats?
And I had no idea what he was talking
I
about.
can totally imagine him saying that too.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
when he
if it's
he's trying
Satan,
to-
I'm down.
when he's trying to figure stuff out like that, he reminds me of Ice-T on Law.
Like Mulaney. John Mulaney.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Dude, I just I'm seeing now so many people doing shit like that, and it plays in my head just, oh, you mean like when someone bets too much on the ponies?
Smokes too many cigarettes.
Quietly just giggling in the corner. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that?
yeah.
He just does that.
I actually only ever watched like one episode, and he did that in that episode. I'm like, I know exactly what John Mulaney was talking about now.
It's like you work in the sex crimes division. You've been there for 15 years.
Yeah, one day we'll change the name.
Probably.
I still think Wolf Pussy is awesome.
It's all right.
That has a story behind that one as well.
Well, I
It
gotta
does.
tell you, it's more original than Ghosts.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know,
I wanted to call our band Leonard Part 6, and then that whole Bill Cosby thing happened, so that shit was out the window.
wait, talking down on the band name?
No, I'm just saying
the name
that it's
of your
confusing.
podcast. Come on,
Oh no, it's an acronym.
It is. Yeah.
Ghost is an acronym.
Is
Well,
it?
then why
Yeah.
don't you have dots?
What does it stand for?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm not making fun of your name. I'm just saying that it's confusing to people. That's all.
Oh,
Have you heard?
oh
us?
wait, no, I got
Yeah.
one. It stands for guys. Hold on, smoke this Sherm.
That was really quick and impressive. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, fuck, keep the name, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I didn't realize it was an acronym.
From now on, that's what we're actually named.
Yes.
I mean, most of the lyrics come from when I'm on Sherm.
And throw the apostrophe on. Why not?
Oh yeah, no, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thrown out a few ideas that Kyle just hates all the time. Church burner was one. He didn't want to do that.
Nah.
Oh yeah, like the patch.
We're not a black metal band.
Mennonite Church.
That's even better. Yeah. I think shit. White Guilt's still my favorite one.
No. The concept of white guilt. I want to be in white guilt, but I'm not allowed.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
pretty much. No, you totally are allowed. Why would you?
I'm allowed, but you already promised that to Nick.
Yeah, but you know it's Nick. I can just tell him no.
All right, fine.
I used to think it'd be funny to have a band called Jewish Priest because people get it confused with Judas Priest.
That's so good. A buddy of ours
Fair.
wants to start a band called Hard R, and I want to be part of that band so bad.
I want nothing to do with that.
You can't have any part
I
of
can't
that.
have any part of that. Again, reiterating, I look too much like Richard Spencer to be a part of that.
Stress Eater is a name that I heard someone suggesting,
Oh,
and
that's
I
not
really
bad,
would
yeah.
love that as a band name.
I mean, we could use what we referred to Pat Hershey.
First
the
track could just be someone breathing heavily for like 30 minutes.
Heavy breather.
Heavy Breather was
Heavy
another
Breather.
one. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Because
Fucking what's that fucking oh fuck that pink fucking that fucking cartoon cat. What the fuck was his name?
Pink Panther?
No.
Oh, Snagglepuss?
Snagglepuss. That's
Yeah.
what his fucking
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. Exit stage right.
Someone got it. Good. No one that I have mentioned to gets that. They're like, what the fuck? I mean,
I get you, Malik.
I didn't get it.
I would love it. It'd be like at a show, and you'd just be like, hello, we're Heavens to Murgatroyd. And like one person would be like, I get it.
I'd be the guy chuckling in the back, and they were like looking at me like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?"
Luckily, with Google, you can get away with anything now because people at least search to see what it's about.
That's true.
If they don't get it.
Do you want to start a side project called The Dad Jokes?
Dad jeans.
So you want to do
Dad
exactly
jeans.
what we do
But you
in
spell
Ghost.
jeans Genes, so it's dad jeans.
Are we going to dress up like Gene Simmons? All of us.
Like what era?
I don't know. Let's just all dress up as
Like
different eras
disco
of Gene
era?
Simmons. I'm not doing disco era.
I'll do disco era.
I'll do reality TV show Gene Simmons.
The-
Always
the-
wearing a suit for some
Yeah,
reason.
the white turtleneck with a blue blazer.
Oh God. That's
Can you do
terrible.
it? Can you do it half and half, like talk show Gene Simmons with like sweating to the oldies, Gene Simmons bottom?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
That's Richard Simmons. This shit just went to a whole nother level.
Little known fun fact. Richard Simmons actually replaced Peter Kiss for 3 years. Oh yeah, there we go. That shows
my
how much
God.
I care about Kiss.
It's all right. It's the dyslexia in my brain. Just takes something and goes with it one way.
Yeah.
Kyle also has
At least you have the same
sexlexia.
last name.
Dyslexia.
Kyle, my unofficial name for Kyle is Kyle Wet Panties Shahan.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Fuck you, Lenny.
bringing it to the masses. I don't care. Yeah, that's right. When I have a fro, I look mildly like Lenny Kravitz, but
It was when you were going
My name
along
will
with
never be-
with it, not going along with it.
hey,
He shows up in
I
a, he shows up
wanna
at
fly away.
a no. So he's got the fro. He's got like a small like tight beard. Has like circle like 60s like beatnik shades.
I still have.
Yeah, you still wear those. And then he's got this half leather jacket with tassels on it. And one of our friends had like just like a random fur he threw on. He walks into the room and we all start dying. And he's like, "What?" We're just like, "You look like young Lenny Kravitz."
I mean,
And then
I'll
he was
take
just
it.
pissed about it for a while, but he still did that for a while.
Lenny Kravitz gets the pussy.
He does.
Yeah. This guy too.
No,
Oh yeah,
not even.
Cal.
It's just
Wet Panties Shahan.
it's just a lot of like self-deprecating, and he's trying to boost it.
Oh, Kyle hates it when I call him that, but he's one of the only people that I've ever like walked onto a stage with and overheard someone yell, "Kyle, I want to have your baby."
I didn't know who said it either.
We
That
never
was, like-
found out who said that.
Yeah, no idea.
Probably for the best.
She probably has a baby now,
Yeah, probably not. It might even. Yeah.
and she named it Kyle.
What's the writing process like for you guys since you don't practice a lot?
Kyle sends me really shitty phone recordings
Yeah,
and guitar riffs that he's half put together, and I say, I like that or I don't like that.
Pretty much. I sent them to him and Jabin, and Jabin normally doesn't get them. So,
He's got a flip phone.
nah, I think he's just too busy.
You should just start emailing him.
I
You should
should.
start emailing all of us.
I should.
Please stop fucking texting me.
Phones
riffs.
do have email now, so that's good.
You have a
No.
computer in your pocket, and you still
All right,
feel the need.
all
Just
right. We've already hit the point that like I know that I get confused with Richard Simmons and Gene Simmons. Like,
Email
you-
and text are the same thing.
I mean, we're like baby steps, man.
Are you still like recording shit on your phone underneath a hat? Because that doesn't work. It still sounds like ass.
No, I have an old tape deck, and I hit record, and I've been using the same Garth Brooks tape over and over.
just you put tape
Just-
over
You
the
erased the
top.
Brooks?
yes,
Did you put like a piece of Scotch tape over the square holes on the top of
Yeah.
it so you can record over
Oh,
it?
of course,
shit.
of course.
Okay.
Do you know it? Do you know about tapes like that?
Yes, I do.
No, because
Yeah.
like I guarantee you, like a lot of the people that listen to this don't
Prob-
know shit about
A
tapes.
lot of people listening to this probably don't know what tapes are.
I mean, like, I think
well,
we come
you know,
we come
It's
from
all right.
like a slightly different background, but I think we both hit like that. Like, we were definitely like on the lower part of the pay bracket,
Yeah. Oh,
I
so
was
we
poor
know
as shit,
old. Yeah,
man.
we know old.
I just
older
steal my
stuff.
grandmother's old like shitty tapes, like Barry Manilow and stuff. Because
Yeah.
I would,
Record
I would
over 'em?
steal the blues ones and like listen to those. But
Like,
I'm,
I really wanna
in
sh-
my room just waiting for the radio to play that one song, and I'm like,
Record.
all right, perfect transition. This mixtape's gonna be fucking dope.
See, I really want to like see like the reaction of like a young hipster with a laser disc,
Yeah, yeah.
just
well,
to see what they do with
they
it.
Yeah.
got to flip it over in the middle. It's
It's
like,
like,
what the
holy
fuck?
fuck, what's going on? Oh, you gotta flip it. It's halfway through the
No,
movie.
no, don't give them like
Oh,
the
yeah.
player. Just hand them the laser disc and watch them destroy it on the
Put it on a
fucking
record
turntable.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably happened.
Probably.
I'm waiting.
I'm sure it has
I'm waiting
happened.
for the hipster that starts to collect porno mags instead of going all digital. That's gonna be great.
I went to my friend's cabin, and like I guess it's a hunting cabin for half the year, and there's a bunch of like really old like 50s, 60s, 70s kind of freaking just porno mags in there,
It's just
Oh, yeah.
and it was ridiculous. We were laughing our asses off
Oh,
at
dude,
it.
I used to
warmer
work.
tones.
I used to work at the county incinerator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
no, you see
Oh
all
my
tons of
god, dude! Like you would hit these people that had like grandparents that were hoarders.
Oh yeah.
porn everywhere.
Oh my god! Like
Pornado.
The amount.
That's a good band name.
Sex pornado.
Pornado.
I've
That is
never-
what we're changing Ghost to.
I've never seen.
You heard it here first.
Pornado.
I've never
Greatest
seen
name
a
ever.
pickup truck, like a full blown like extended cab pickup truck, like mound of like old Playboys from the 70s, and like just like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, they also had a VCR in that hunting cabin. We watched Predator. It was awesome.
That's rad.
That sounds like a perfect time.
Yeah,
it sounds
70s
nice.
porn mags and Predator. I mean,
Man's
it doesn't get much
Cabinet.
better than that.
We laughed
You can
at
talk
some-
about mass, body mass.
We also played a game where we took a bunch of like shitty Jenny Cremos and shook them up and stuck them out and shot them with a BB gun until they exploded, and that was a lot of fucking fun.
That was a solid Sunny reference.
Yeah. Body mass alone. I mean,
I don't-
Weathers.
I don't want to sit there and listen to you talk about dudes' physiques.
We're gonna. It's like Jason Statham is not. He doesn't compare anything to Weathers.
Well, the best is when they shake hands. He's like, "You son of a bitch," and they shake hands and they're both like fucking flexing.
Yeah.
Like, look at my bicep.
Oh God.
Sometimes when I'm carrying shit on my shoulder, I feel thinking about Commando. Whenever Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando is carrying logs,
Yeah.
like down through the woods to go to his house.
Back when he was chilling with
I'm like
Ray
I feel-
Don Chong.
and I'm not. It's nowhere near that heavy. But I feel like cool like him though.
I don't think I've ever carried a log in my life.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not about to start.
Yeah, it was like half a tree though. Like it was like
Yeah, he's just like, "Aw."
he's so fucking strong.
Yeah.
You just
I
feel
mean,
that when you like pick up a starter log.
Yeah. Well, I pick
In a
up like
bag.
shit for work. When I used to work, we'd pick construction shit up. So I got it on my shoulder, and I'm like Commando right now, carrying this fucking Tyvek.
You know when I
get it
said
where-
I killed
get it
you
where you
last?
can.
I
Yeah.
died.
Feel good when you can.
Do you guys want to talk about recording with your bass player who's not your bass player? How was the recording process for this project?
It
Oh.
was
fun.
a cumulative 5 hours between all of us.
Oh yeah, we did it in a day.
Well, the vocals, drum, and guitar were all done in literally
Oh yeah,
5 hours.
Willie Blaze came back.
Yeah,
he
and
came
then
the next day.
Yeah,
or
and then
something
Willie
like that.
Blaze took a half hour to run through the song. So we basically were just like, first take is the one we're just gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in like trying to make this overproduced or even do it right. So the mistakes that are there are there.
Yeah, we recorded that album with all the planning of like a hobo's backstory.
Yeah.
It was. It was. I was trying to straight face it. It was. It was.
I was.
It was fun though.
I was trying to straight face it too. I didn't make it.
It was fun because, well, I mean, it was in a basement. It was like fucking freezing that day too, and these guys like, I think Kyle crushed like all of his parts in like one take.
You would.
He would.
I wrote
You
it.
would.
Oh yeah, his
I
other
wrote
name that I
them.
have is Kyle. I'm not even fucking trying. Shahan.
Good.
He did a great job, and Javen nailed all of his stuff on Ben's like. Did yeah, Ben had. I love you, Ben. I do, but he had the shittiest fucking kit when he started recording in his basement. It was like. It was like if somebody just found shit in several different hoarders' apartments and was like, well, I guess I can make a drum set out of this. And somehow they coaxed a really good sound out of it. I'm pretty sure the mastering did a lot of the work too.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
bad for that guy.
I had
We
the
did like I know I didn't really give him anything to work with as far as like I like literally plugged in and Ben was like, all right, get your levels right, and I like just turned the gain slightly down.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, that's it. I'm just like, yeah, tinnitus, dude. I can't hear anything.
Oh yeah, we had. I
So-
forget who I had this talk with like recently. Someone was like, you know, I always like really, really wondered how Kyle like got his tone the way he got it to sound. And then I realized that Kyle has no fucking idea what he's doing when it comes to amps. I was like, oh yeah, no, he just turns it up.
I know like slightly what I'm doing, but in this project, I stopped
don't.
caring. I mean, I stopped caring a long time ago before this project, but like, I mean, like, I just stick with what I know. Like, I like 6505s and 5150s,
Way
and I
to
just
stop caring now.
and I just
So
put
you crush the pussy and you crush the guitar takes.
No, it's funny to hear you describe it like that because we just listened to your EP or whatever it is earlier, and it's pretty. It sounds pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was awesome.
It was four dudes like trying their best to half-ass things.
Yeah, I mean, we've been really lucky because we haven't had to pretend we liked any of the bands we've had on so far.
Yeah.
So we actually liked all of them legitimately. So that's good.
Can you
That's good.
call us the day that happens?
Yeah, I'll be like, it finally happened.
You had to pretend you like someone.
Yes.
So that conversation
We
is
had
going
to
to be
pretend that we liked
strained
somebody's band.
in a world.
It happened on Thursday. Two brothers.
Two
Faking
brothers.
it, trying to make it through an hour with people they don't like.
We did not respect them at all, but we pretended like we did.
No beers were given out.
You should just have like a little change box for when you don't like the band.
What, I'll just shake it?
Yeah.
Just so
When
people
you-
know.
Fucked.
I know what that sound means.
Yeah, they all did fucking great and nailed it. I think I took the most time because I was kind of sick and
Everybody's sick when they're doing vocals.
I kept blowing my voice out. And Ben was just being like he's kind of a perfectionist sometimes. He leaves off on a little here and there. He's got a good sense for things, but he's just like, I think we should try that one line again, like, or we should go back and punch you in here. And I'm like, okay, just give me a second. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Kyle's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Trust me,
You can barely talk, and I'm going to smoke.
it'll make me better.
It was like it
You're
was
like- you're like when-
it was fine before like the third time he blew his voice out.
Yeah, you're like one of them cigarette ads from the 1920s where like, these opera singers only trust Winston cigarettes for
Yeah.
their voices.
Oh, pretty much. I was smoking for 27 years. I feel fine. Yeah, but it came together really well.
I think so. It sounds awesome. I like it.
I dig it.
It was one of those moments where like we cared a lot about it, even though our mentality for the band is to be as lax as we can, just because we're all doing other stuff. Like I have tattooing. Jabin works at a school, and he's in like I think he's in like 4 other fucking bands right now.
And he does like drum corps for Hempfield School District,
Yeah.
and like I mean the guy's like a trained like
So-
marching like snare drummer. Like,
Everyone's
he's
got
ridiculous.
irons in the fire, so we just try to keep the band like fun, so we don't pay too much attention to it. But
Yeah.
like hearing the recording for the first time when it was all done, and you know, however much money we spent for it, we made it for like next to nothing, which was really cool. But I was so stoked hearing it. Like just I listened to it like 6 times in a row. I think I like cried at one point. Not, I mean, all the shit that I'm saying is goofy and stupid. I'm literally
bitch.
the lyrics are me just yelling about being happy.
which is also like kind of a first for
like
all of us because it was
Anti-angst.
I mean, it really is. Like, we're aggressive. Well, my lyrics are aggressively positive and, like, hopeful about everything. And it's such a change because the last few bands we've been in are like, this is what people listen to when they want to, you know, stroke it with barbed wire and kill small animals. Like, it's so angry. And this is just, like, angry in the sense of I'm so stoked on life that I want to crowd
Scream.
kill.
Fuck you, I'm happy.
yeah I don't-
Essentially.
like for me it was a lot different than the previous band I was in.
What, Amateur Theory?
Yeah,
Yeah, that band's an anxiety attack.
it is, and it's funny.
I wouldn't even want to have to play guitar for that.
I played bass and it was
Oh,
hard.
okay. I was gonna say the guitar.
no,
work.
it was
Who's the guitarist? Kyle.
yeah, Kyle Wilson.
Yeah,
and
I
Dave
recorded
Salata.
them a long time ago in.
Taking Treadwell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fucking nightmare.
I almost tried out for vocals for those guys.
Yeah. I don't know, like the writing process. It was nice because Kyle just forefronted everything.
Yeah.
Like he showed up. This is like he had an idea. Him and Dave linked up really well with like playing off of each other. But as far as me and Alex, like the drummer, was concerned, like it was basically like, hey, you got to play your own stuff. You got to write your own stuff, but it's got to match.
Yeah.
Like it has to it has to be complimentary.
Yeah, he's fucking sick.
And it was
He's a
hard.
good drummer.
It was so hard sometimes. Like just because all of them were so good at their instruments, and that was the first time I played bass in a band. And it was like, yeah, we want you to be able to like take for a walk. Like we don't want you to be a guitar player playing a bass, but you need to have that mentality in certain times in the music. So it was, I mean, I had to learn how to like slap pick and do hybrid picking and tapping, and you had to do it in like an instant. So, and with all of that on top of it, just the feeling of the music, like, and how we performed it, it was very much like Dillinger.
Yeah.
So you had to, like, get in that mood. So basically, before every set, I had to find something to get upset about, drink as much Red Bull as humanly possible, and smoke all my cigarettes, and have an anxiety attack before going out there.
I mean, you could just think about how you're stuck being my friend. That probably would work.
Well, I mean, that's what I do now, and
Yeah.
that does the trick.
Kyle
I
channels
love
it.
Mike's vocals, man. Like,
I don't understand how he screams with his tongue completely out of his
dude,
mouth.
it was crazy. Like we had a blast tracking that Taking Treadwell stuff, and then like the bass player showed up and bitched about everything, but he wasn't there for any of the tracking.
Was that Johnny Pinto?
I don't know.
All right, I don't know.
All I know is like it was cool until the bass guy who was actually in charge of everything wasn't there for any tracking, but then complained about all the tones. And,
That's what I do.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that, I mean, but like I had a fun time doing it, and their drummer was struggling with some of the stuff, and it was like,
was that Marshka or no?
no,
No.
I forget who that was. He was in Jacob's Ladder or something, or some other band.
Muffin?
No, it wasn't Muffin.
wasn't
He's
Muffin.
a beast.
Yeah,
No,
Muffin's a
Muffin's
beast.
killer. Yeah.
No, I forget what the guy's name was, but
What the hell's Muffin doing?
he is in Gunmetal Gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do like Megadeth covers, and they have some originals and stuff.
Yeah, they'll actually play like Hangar 18 and shit at shows.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he's
That's
been
not
up
an
to.
easy song to play.
No.
I can dig that.
Yeah, their
An intro.
guitarists are all really good.
I mean, it's
Intro.
not
Not
quite
to
as hard
cut
on
you
drums as it is on
No, no.
guitar, but
Yeah, Mike's
Nick Menzel's never really a beast, but Muffin could probably play that shit like half asleep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, the opening, the intro riff for Hangar 18 is not too bad.
Yeah,
that
that's true.
second part, the part that's basically the riff, the opening riff from Call of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
because Dave Mustaine kind of wrote that.
Yeah, you
and
know.
Kirk Hammett fucking stole it.
Yeah, we know.
That part's a little tricky, and then when he uses those chords for the and I was like, okay, I'm 17, I can't learn this shit. I give up, go into bass.
Was it the same feeling as when we played with Screaming Females?
No, you were shook to death of that.
Were they
dude.
awesome live?
Oh my
I've never
yeah.
seen them live
Like-
yet.
He's never seen him. He never saw him live either.
I never saw him live, and like I have this. If I know I'm playing with the band and there's a lot of hype around it, I don't look them up.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like
like,
you
I
don't want to
want-
be intimidated.
Well, not intimidated, but I just don't want to because I don't give a shit really.
Yeah.
Like
well, that's good.
no, he gave a shit after
You
the
should
set.
oh,
I saw their
No, they-
AV Undercover where they did that Taylor Swift song on there
Oh,
on the
man.
line. That was pretty cool.
like forget like chick guitar players. Like as a guitar player, she is crazy. Like doing like ambient noise
Yeah.
and like just little touches here and there that are just like on point and at the right
Yeah.
spot. It's
She's doing like her riffs are basically leads, and she's singing over them.
Oh,
Really?
And I walk by, and Kyle's just
I'm-
stone
my-
faced standing
oh,
there
man.
staring at her, and I just leaned in. And I'm like, he's shook right now.
all right, you remember Super Buick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
I love Super Buick.
so
I have him on my phone right
So
now. actually.
Steve is standing behind me, the drummer.
Yeah.
He's standing behind me, and I just like happen to like look away for a second because like I'm just like floored at how like amazing everybody is, and I just look, and Steve's staring right at me. He goes, "How you feeling?" I'm just like I need to give her my guitar after this. Like I don't want to play anymore.
But you're a really good guitarist.
Yeah. She plays a GNL, I think, and Gary and I both have GNLs, so
Yeah.
I think that's kind
I
of
think she just set a deal with Ibanez.
really.
Yeah, like
Oh.
just recently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be intimidated just because you don't for some reason.
It's
know
not-
how
it's
to
not
play
really-
leads.
it's not
Kyle's
inti-
really good, but can't play leads for some reason.
That's
Yeah,
how
I cannot
am.
play leads.
I'm not a
Yeah,
lead guitarist
I-
either.
I can't play leads, I can't play slow, and I can't play in 4/4.
And no fucking lie. Like he can't for some reason.
like he's 6'8" or nothing.
He's
or,
like-
I mean,
3'4" or nothing.
like, I
It's
mean, like,
that's
after-
his Sammy Hagar like can't drive 55 bullshit. Like, we're
I
actually
can't play in
4/4. We're song pending. It's coming, and it's gonna be in 4/4. And Kyle's not gonna play at all.
You're
He's
gonna hear
sing.
a lot of mess ups. Like the guitar will just trail off. Like we'll fade it out, but when it comes back
Yeah.
on, we'll turn it back.
Kyle can't play slow, and it's the weirdest thing because like I can see him do like like blisteringly fast shit flawlessly, and then the moment he tries to play like a simple like 4/4 like chord structure, just butchering it entirely.
That's like drummers too.
I'm like,
I
how
like-
is this happening?
Like my hand like gets sweaty and I get nervous and I drop the pick and like half this like it's just like, it literally falls apart. Like
It's
I
the
don't.
weirdest thing. Honestly, I'm actually not. I'm not looking forward to trying to write stuff on bass to match your guitar. riffs.
We'll go half.
Yeah, we'll.
You don't have to match speed with bass.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
Like, you can half
No,
pick.
I'm gonna match it.
Especially on the album, you don't want to go full blast because it'll just make it sound like shit.
I'm competitive. I'm
Oh,
gonna
we
be-
sound like shit already.
I'm
Oh
gonna-
no, but I'm saying if you're going on a bass, it's like
Oh no, he
From a
doesn't.
production
he
standpoint?
never even really.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Kyle doesn't
you
even
better
really
have
pick that fast.
going
Kyle's fills are just fast.
Yeah,
because you're not going to even hear it.
I get notey,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
way
that's-
too noodly.
That's the thing that's going to be a little tough because I'm
like-
going to try and match it as much as I can, but I still
I
have
understand.
I still have to sing. While
know,
I'm
that's
doing it.
sometimes I'm just saying. Sometimes on the actual album, it'll sound worse.
Oh no!
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
picking note for
Oh,
note.
no. I know all about letting stuff breathe.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
played
You know,
bass and consumer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for a
Oh,
little
all
bit.
right, well,
Till, right, up until.
Well, why can't you play his stuff then?
Dude, the stuff in
Consumer was pretty heavy shit.
It's
though.
heavy, but it's like
heavy.
easy.
Yeah.
I love that. I
uh,
love being in that band, and I
Yeah.
love all those guys. And we're actually talking about resuming writing and playing out. But it was just like,
Nice.
How do you feel about that?
I'm bummed out because
Yeah?
actually
You guys-
Dan got into his accident literally the day after I was supposed to fill it. Like I was at practice filling in for Matt because Matt couldn't play. What was it, Drug Church show?
yeah, because he was going to be on.
Was that when they were
tour,
still
so-
practicing Above the Chameleon?
No, they were practicing at Jeremiah's house.
Because I had a studio over there at the time whenever they were
Oh, yeah.
jamming upstairs of the Chameleon.
But they,
Yeah.
it
No,
was literally the next day he got into that motorcycle accident, and like
Kyle wants to be in consumer.
I do.
That's what this.
I
comes
really
down to.
do.
well, you
Speaking of which, did you buy a motorcycle, Malik?
Yeah, I did.
if you can dream it, you can do it.
Yeah,
I
I
saw-
almost bought a second one too. I just saw a Kawasaki 440 on Craigslist.
What, an LTD?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
300.
I had a a friend who had one of those. Those were fun.
It's just
I
a
saw
project
you've been
bike, and I
doing a lot of
emailed the
bike
dude,
work.
but he hasn't gotten back to me
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I picked up a KZ 550 and
Oh, that's cool.
just like laid into it because I wanted a scrambler and I didn't do any research, and then it was like a 4-cylinder, and then I'm like, well, how do you do side sweeps?
Yeah.
And then like Dan is just like, you don't. I was like,
So you
No, I ride too. I got a ZX14,
Use
which
four
is
to one.
a whole different thing. But
well, yeah, but it's still. I mean,
Still-
like
it's still
ri-
Kawasaki.
Yeah, riding is riding,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
that's basically what it comes down to.
I just saw the other day. I was going to send it to you, but I didn't want to piss you off because I remember sending you that kit car, and you got upset
You,
with me.
yeah. I was so he texts me in the morning like 3 motorcycle links and then a car link, and I text them back was like, stop sending me shit I want. So I'm broke.
Right after you sent that, I found a vintage, actually gunmetal gray Yamaha Enduro
Oh god,
The band.
set up like a fucking
gunmetal gray.
set
Yeah,
up
it
like
had
a
their
fucking
logo on
scrambler too. The side sweat pipe.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just like had my finger over the share button. Like Kyle can take one more. He can take one more. He's not gonna sell his car and buy this.
Scramblers
He might
are
sell his
fucking
car.
cool though.
Yeah. And that's like I wanted to do that because I wanted to go off road. I didn't want to go fast, but it doesn't work out that way.
How do you? Okay, you can't play slow, but you don't want to go fast on a motor. You were backwards.
I am backwards.
backwards
Ass
ass human being.
backwards.
I am.
Fast on the bikes, slow on the guitar,
No, other way.
then fast again on the guitar.
Other way.
No, I'm just saying like
Other way. Cruise
And
slow.
then again by the large women.
But yeah.
I guess we'll wrap this up with the final question. What is in the future for Ghosts?
World
What
domination.
are your goals as a band?
I think we are planning on doing a tour at some point, but nothing like super extensive
Like
because we're all busy.
a weekender probably.
A weekend or just like like close to a week.
Yeah.
Um,
Like 4 day.
we have what like half of a new album written.
So we have either half of a new album or like 2 songs long of an EP.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Well, I
mean,
mean,
we're-
I
we're-
have to have a say in that now.
Yeah, you
one
ha-
of the
you
reasons
have
that I'm
to.
pissed. Another reason I'm pissed off that I'm now playing an instrument is that as the vocalist, I pretty much left everything to them.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I want your input, and I'm like, show me a finished song. I'll put words over it and then yell them at shows. But outside of that, I'm hands off. It got bad for a while. I would just get drunk and not help with loadout at all.
He would get real inconsiderate rock star, but apologize as he's doing it. Like, it's just like, I hurt my back and I'm too drunk to make it up those stairs.
Yeah.
And then I have no excuse.
Where were you at, Galifties or something?
Well, you were kid gloving me after
Did you ever
pulling my back out when I would try to help, and you're like, "No, just go hang out." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"I'm not."
yeah. Well, but
made
if
of
you're
glass.
hurt-
Meanwhile, broken collarbone asshole over here is trying to carry his fucking amp from the car into Millersville, like pretty
Dude,
much a
yeah,
quarter of a mile.
Pussy
distance.
magnet?
Yeah, pussy magnet over here. Oh God, I feel bad about even saying that. I like wet panties better. So now I have to be involved in the process. But I think that's the immediate future. I think our only real like goal has been the same that when we started the play outside of Lancaster.
Well, I mean,
Got our sights set on Philly.
Well, yeah, well-
I hear that we'll be well received there by
Voltage
people that
Lounge.
like to punch each other in the face.
I mean, like, originally, like, it was a really, like sad goal for a band. It was basically, like, spend no money, record an album cheaply, and play Philly. And that was it. And as soon as we did all three of those things, we could stop. And I think it's, like, kind of grown a little bit more.
So now it's tour, release the next EP or album.
Or split. Because we were,
Oh, yeah, that's
we were
right.
talking about doing a split.
No one wants to do a split with us.
That
They
dude-
can't handle
I'm
the
sure you can
realness.
find some other band with low ambitions that would do a split with you.
Every band in Lancaster that I've met so far has such high ambitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, why don't we just
We
do
have
it?
ambition. We just
It's travel somewhere that has good food.
That's nothing wrong with that. You sound
Yeah.
like Willie Blaze now.
Yeah.
I just don't want this to turn into like this Sisyphean effort.
Is that now? Now that you don't drink beer, all you care about is food?
I went to New Orleans
Yeah,
sober,
he's
and
a
it was
kid.
actually like I will go back there.
Yeah.
Like it is such a good place.
Do
Like,
they have a good hardcore scene?
Probably not, but I wouldn't mind just showing up at some
To
random.
eat.
bar.
Ooh, that is another goal that we have. Ghost will be going to New Orleans. We're not playing there. We just want to
Yeah,
hire.
wanna be there.
We want to hire a parade.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
totally.
And I'm going to
'Cause I
ask
thought-
them.
I've
I'm going
heard
to give
of
them
this.
our EP and ask them if they will play our songs on brass instruments.
During the parade.
Yeah.
Well, you heard that on whose stand up was that?
Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
Hannibal
Yeah.
Buress.
It's a
That
real fucking thing.
That's real.
Yeah.
Like I did. Like I was like, oh, that,
It's like we
that-
can fuck up traffic on a Monday for
Oh, dude!
$200.
Like I went. Like my brother.
That's seriously, that's in our band bio. We like fucking up traffic.
Yeah. Like
Do
I
we
went.
have a band bio?
I couldn't find your face.
Well,
but-
if you,
know.
yeah,
Oh,
it
I
is
can't
hard to
answer.
find.
I
Yeah, I
think it's
mean-
just loud and positive. I think it's all you wrote.
Oh yeah, I'm not good at
Yeah, it was-
writing things.
Well, you write lyrics.
I do.
You're good at drawing things.
I am good at drawing things. That's our band bio. If I could upload a picture, I would have.
You're
It would
good
have
at
just
talking.
been me like choking a child with a speech bubble that says "Be happy, you little bastard." That's what listening to our music feels like.
It is way too aggressively happy.
No, it's not. There's no such thing.
Your Facebook posts are way too aggressively happy.
Whatever, you miserable bitch.
Yeah, you should be happy. You're doing what you love doing, and
Exactly.
you're getting paid for
Honest,
it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I find them refreshing. I mean,
I write them when I'm taking a shit.
nice.
That's the best time to do it.
Absolutely. A lot of it is I write them when I feel super sad, so they make me feel a little better. Yeah.
Nice
Bet
dichotomy
you feel
got
like a
going
dick
there.
now.
I do feel like a dick. Every time I'm around you.
Oh, but this is like the time
this is
Kyle
like a-
called me and asked me if he was racist because someone at his job called him one. He sounded like he was gonna cry.
I was all right. So when I was working at Guitar Center, I was the door guy,
Oh, okay.
and like I had to stop people like with and check the
They thought you were
receipt.
Yeah, they don't do
profiling.
that
Yeah, and they
anymore.
don't.
You stopped me.
don't- that's why they don't do
Yeah.
it.
You've stopped me before.
Yeah, and I stopped everybody.
I thought you were a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did
Oh, you
you
weren't
see?
far off.
Did you see how dead inside I was when I
I'm
did
like,
it too?
I'm like, this guy's beautiful, but he's an asshole.
I mean, he can get away with it. Look
Yeah.
at him.
The only time I like that job is like when like I was so down on it, and then like some like stupid song would come on, or like just good old like funk would come on, like every Earth, Wind and Fire song. I would immediately start dancing in the front,
Nice.
And that would be like, I'd just be like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to dance, and whoever comes in gets to see the show.
Welcome.
So, and that's what happened.
I don't think Dan does that.
No, not so much.
I mean, like, enough beers, Dan will do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, if you write corporate and just be like, you want to boost morale, like, start providing 6-packs.
I bet Ben would. He would probably dance.
Yeah, Ben would
Ben
probably
would dance.
Yeah.
Ben would dance.
Sorry. Kind of went off there.
Oh no, I was miles away. Honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
We're about to wrap up
Yeah, we're
Oh, it wasn't that. I was just thinking about
about food in general.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about
Like what? Cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
this probably comes as a shock
It's
to
not
you, but we
vegan,
think
bro.
of food sometimes too.
No, what? That's bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even thinking about it in the sense of like being hungry. I was just thinking about food. Like, olives.
Didn't you used to cook at Brendy's?
Yeah, for like 2.5 years.
I remember. I've eaten your wings many times.
Fuck yeah.
That sounded dirty.
That's all right. That's how we roll in this shit.
No, I
Fucking
liked-
mozzarella wedges were on point.
Yeah.
I liked it.
If you listen to this podcast, you know I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's pretty much. That's the best. That's excellent. I'm glad. I'm glad I agreed to do this. Kyle mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
bad can come from it.
I
mean, other
that's,
than-
don't
I
count your
did. We did say
chickens before
pussy.
they hatch.
We did say pussy though.
Said pussy
all
a
right,
lot.
so-
Yeah.
Pussy.
Pussy
I
is-
meant like
now I said it.
chick magnet.
So me and Malik have been involved in certain things on social media where we're just like, nothing will come of this
And then,
until people start accusing me of being a rapist.
Yeah, that was
because of a
rape?
that
a
was
meme
terrible,
he made.
and that was my fault. I know. I've apologized publicly, and to you,
Because-
dragging me through the fucking mud.
Should we
over
strike
it.
this from the podcast?
No, we can explain it.
No, I'm not gonna fucking explain it. I'm tired of explaining that.
All right,
It's
it's
bullshit.
basically, it was just like an inside joke too much on, for some sort of reason, we watched Jenna Marble videos.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
she
yeah.
is.
Yeah. So there was like a
YouTube
line.
sensation.
Why do you have to tell this story?
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say what
I
it
can
was.
cut it out.
Yeah, we can cut it out. It's fine.
This could be just between bros.
Yeah,
I just hate when Kyle tells this story.
you can tell it.
Oh no, it was. There's no story to it. I made a meme out
Yeah?
of a line from one of those videos.
A picture with words.
Yeah,
Yeah, the picture was me.
I done gone and memed, and I used Kyle's picture, and we got a good giggle over it.
And you opened a can of worms.
Oh my
You could
God.
not put the
Yeah.
lid back
The
on.
onslaught.
I
was-
posted it, and it. I went to work. I came back from work, and there were like 97 fucking.
You didn't check
comments
the
and
book
counting.
while you were at work.
No, I don't check. I rarely check the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be fucking careful, man. You can piss people off with the smallest thing.
Well,
nowadays.
I
mean,
was
like,
younger and much
like-
more self-absorbed. So, at the time,
When it
too,
happened-
I thought that I was not wrong, and I was like, "Fuck all of you! I'm not sorry. I made this shit." Kyle's over there, like, "Dude, people are really mad, and I feel awful." And I'm like, "Nah, man, fuck them. They don't get it." He's like, "Yeah, but you used my picture."
How long ago was this?
This is like I don't say like
This was like
5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
It was like right after we started like hanging out like on like a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was right around the time I named your fit Lurleen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to make any memes about me you want. I don't care.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have a fat fucking cheeseburger in my face.
Can you superimpose his face on the Ancient Aliens guys?
Yeah, like cheeseburgers.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What about what was that? Was that Medicine Society or Boys in the Hope? Where it's like, I got these cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So it was terrible, and I was a dick about it.
Did a lot of people get upset?
Oh yeah, tons of people. got
But it was
upset.
like it was half and half.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was funny, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, you guys are overreacting."
What did said memes say?
What?
What did the meme say? 'Cause
It was
I-
okay. So the line from the Jenna Marbles video is when she's doing her makeup. It was like this, how girls are in the morning in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
And she puts it like super thick eyebrows on and like gives herself a mascara mustache. And she's like, I don't know. She pretends to be a dude, and she's just like, "Watch out, miss, or I'm gonna fuck you." And I thought it
was
was
the quote
hilarious.
he put on.
and I put that in big white text
And of course, people got offended by
around a
that.
picture of his face
Yeah.
with this like chode smirk. Like the picture's
And
hilarious.
everybody got mad about that.
No, the picture
Everyone was like
itself,
this.
like, was,
Everyone was pretty much like, "This is a rape joke. Like this is a
Yeah.
walking rape joke."
Oh,
and, like,
Why
and
does everything have to go there?
It was,
Dude, you know-
but like in hindsight, it's like it's touching the line.
in
Yeah.
hindsight, if
Like-
people take it that way, I definitely should have just been like, "I apologize.
Yeah.
That was not my intention."
'Cause-
5 years ago, I was just like, "Y'all
Fuck
can all
you."
eat dicks." I think it's funny, and that's all that matters.
It was a picture Adam Serrano took,
Oh, okay.
and it was like right when everybody started doing like the comb, like the black comb, like comb over
Yeah.
slick
Yeah,
back.
the-
Oh,
fifties
hard
thing.
that's
part.
called the new clan.
The hard part.
The alt right.
The hard part for those who enjoy the hard R.
Again, grew a beard, stopped doing my hair,
Yeah.
stopped wearing gray.
And now you look even better. I fucking hate you.
There's nothing you can do to fuck your appearance up. It just isn't gonna
Seriously.
happen.
Unless I make a meme out of you
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
You could just like weekly do that and just have like a hate group.
I had the guitarist from Thin Lips, Chrissy.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this, but I was doing Chris, and like he like took a photo of us working, and she said that I'm the most handsome man she's ever seen. Turning out the gay girls.
Oh God.
You and me both, brother. I'm not. You guys
keep all right.
talking. I'm just gonna go.
My ears are sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can cut it off.
Well,
I just got pissed.
thank you guys for coming to the damn podcast. We
Oh, yeah.
really appreciate it. It was a lot of
Absolutely.
fun. I'm not sure if we've ever laughed this much at a podcast, but we were laughing before the fucking thing started, so that's good.
I didn't even get to my dream restaurant list. Another time.
Go ahead. List off your dream restaurants. Maybe
mean,
maybe we'll edit it down and leave that in.
Let's
Go
get
nuts.
some B-side. I mean, you guys had a B-side of Felipe Pupo talking about 80s wrestling.
Oh yeah, we talked about wrestling for like 15 minutes. It was hilarious.
Speaking of, okay, last year, was it last year or the year before? It doesn't matter. The Mountain Goats put out what I think is one of the best albums I've ever heard, and it's all about professional wrestling. It's so good. I want Italian restaurant called Spaghetti About It. That's like top of the list.
That's fucking genius. It really is.
Curry in a Hurry was the food truck that I wanted to open. A donut shop that would just be fuck yeah donuts, because you don't need a clever
Yeah,
name.
it's fucking donuts, yeah.
But I wanted to be like real weird about it and have like a cream chip beef stuffed donut.
I mean,
Get weird
what,
with
what,
it.
what
People
about?
would go nuts, like a Philly cheesesteak donut, dude.
I'm-
I would eat that.
I mean, why don't you follow Galactic Empire's like way of thinking and do like a Star Wars themed Italian bakery called Obi-Wan Cannoli?
Ooh, that's pretty good. We could do like band theme restaurants too. Good a Greek restaurant called His Euro Is Gone. Or I think Chris last night Chris came up with a restaurant called In Crust We Trust. Dude, we went on for like 20 minutes about that shit. It was perfect. I think that might have been it. I did see someone talked about they made like a post online about opening a 24/7 pho restaurant and call it 24/7. I really like that.
Oh man,
Oh man,
that's good stuff.
definitely.
I mean, dad jokes are like a huge influence with us, actually. As our like stage banter.
Yeah, our stage banter is me telling dad jokes.
Or
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
bad
give us
ones.
one.
Like I saw a magician drive down the street the other day, and then he turned into a driveway. Or I don't think I didn't break this one out yet, but I wanna play again because I want to tell this joke. How do you make a plumber cry?
How do you make a plumber? How do you make one cry?
You kill his whole family.
So we're segueing into anti-jokes now.
I mean, yeah, might as well.
It's true.
Baby Seal walks into a club.
No bullshit. Like back, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember like the AOL chat rooms back in the day.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when the internet first was a thing.
Hey, girl, ASL.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to this girl in the Flirts Nook, and she's like, I'm like, well, so what do you like to do? She's like, oh, I like clubbing. I'm like, baby seals. She didn't get the joke.
That is perfect. Oh, I
Yeah,
love that.
she did not get the joke.
Fuck, that's so good though.
I think the vegan joke was good.
Yeah, I'm still proud of it, but you know what? You're the first people that ever laughed at it because that was the only other time I've ever told it.
Vegan joke?
The vegan joke you told it at the lounge and it was dead quiet and there was like one faint and boo in the background.
What'd you do, comedy night or something?
No, we were playing a show.
I do these jokes while we're playing.
Yeah. It's filler time because
Was it that? How do you know if a vegan's in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll tell you.
It's just like CrossFit or any, you know.
Yeah.
like-
All right. We were at a show once, and there was like fucking there was like 5 people there, maybe. Was that a fucking Murph's other bar?
Yeah, I think it was Murph's other bar.
And Rob goes out and he's like, are there any white supremacists out in the crowd? And nobody says anything. He's like, those fuckers never come to see us.
you want to tell
great.
you want to tell him the Beyond Dishonor one?
No.
You should. You should tell
Oh
him.
God. So there's this
It's a metalcore band out of Trenton.
called Beyond Dishonor, and their front man was this guy named Reese. He's a shorter black guy. He's a really nice dude. He's a dread mohawk, but they ended up playing Launch the one year, and I wasn't there for this. It was the night before I came and did merch for
The night
Amateur
before
Theory.
launch.
Well, they did one night, and I was doing something else, and then I did merch for Amateur Theory the next night. But they're in their set, and Reese is getting the crowd pumped, and he's like, "Everyone feeling good tonight?" He's like, and crowd, yeah. And he's like, "All right, we're gonna do a little call and response right now, a little crowd participation." And he's like, "Everybody say yeah." The crowd responds. He says, "Everyone say hell yeah." Everyone says fuck yeah. Everyone's super pumped up, and he goes. He stops and just goes, "Now everybody say nigger." And one girl in the crowd who couldn't have been more than like 15 just goes, "No."
That's crazy.
That's freaking gold.
And then they launched into their cover of Katy Perry's Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
Oh man, it was hilarious
Oh,
to see
man.
like a room because like the whole set list of like bands was just like Christian metalcore, and so you
Oh,
just see
shit.
like these like I have good morals, but I'm a tough guy, and then like Reese gets on stage, and Beyond Dishonor is not a Christian metalcore band; they're just a metalcore band that does like they have like the same mentality as like Darkest Hour and Dead to Fall. They're a party band.
I got you.
So, like, to watch that happen in person was great.
Sounds awesome.
It was like, I feel like the room was basically, if you were there, you could probably hear everyone's asshole tighten.
I've never heard, like, a room get that quiet.
Did you ever hear
man.
the band Mindless Self-Indulgence?
Yeah.
On their first, I don't know, one of their albums, they're like, at the beginning of it, it's like, when I say we, you say suck. We suck. When I say we, you say suck. They're like, we. They're like, suck. And he's like, we suck. He's like, dick. It was
Oh,
so
God.
good. Because everybody, like, they were opening for Korn, I guess, back then.
Yeah,
And everybody was they would call him gay and stuff all the time. So he was like, he's like, yeah, I was fucking your girlfriend last night.
in the ass. When you were out gay bashing, I was fucking your girlfriend in the ass.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
they were
that was
crazy.
another one of those bands that I saw just because I went to see another band and they opened for him, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, these guys are nuts.
I think I heard like one or two of their songs. A couple of my friends like them.
It's very techno, kind of high speed.
Yeah, I couldn't
It-
couldn't
it's-
do
200
it too
beats per
much.
minute.
Yeah,
stuff,
very-
Yeah.
Don't they have, like, another... It's the same guy started, like, a side project called...
He
Like, the-
probably did,
I think
yeah.
it's called Left Rights.
I never.
Really?
I don't know. I have to look into
It
that.
is...
They're crazy.
It's on... I'm on crack. That's
Oh.
the song. And it makes no sense. But the
Well,
music video
People
for it...
are on crack.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
But
Yeah.
the music video for it is hilarious.
Well,
gonna
Mindless
have to look at
Self-Indulgence
that.
on their first record, they actually covered Method Man's "Bring the Pain," which was kind of funny. but
Nice. Did you guys
Yeah.
see the Choking Victims playing in Philly this year?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
When?
God, I think like September or something.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to go see that. 'Cause I mean, to me, that's preferable over Leftover Crack. I like Leftover Crack, but I just don't want to see, like, 8 on again, off again fucking heroin addicts on stage screaming about smashing the state and then trying to bum dollars from people afterwards.
Yeah, that's depressing.
It really is. It gives me feeling like, do you want to overthrow anything, or do you just want to just keep fucking your veins up, dude?
It's all right. The last time we went to the Electric Factory, there was a guy outside doing one-arm push-ups for money.
It was
Like,
awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. It
I
was
would give that guy money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Totally,
just like
but-
he's working for it.
I don't want to say he was a crackhead, but he looked a lot like a crackhead. I mean,
Oh, a crackhead could do one-arm push-ups.
yeah, I
believe that.
don't know
Definitely.
the guy personally, but I mean, he looked like the stereotypical crackhead. So he was doing one-arm push-ups.
He might have been there.
I mean, I saw a video online of a crackhead, like like the wheelchair ramps. They
Yeah.
have like rails on the sides of them.
Uh-huh.
Like it was an extra wide like wheelchair ramp, and the crackhead was like they were like, "We'll give you $10 if you front flip over both the rails."
Oh,
And he's like, "All right," and takes his shirt off and runs up and does it like
Oh, shit.
perfectly. Like I would like
He landed it and everything.
Yeah, like I mean, like shocker, like.
Crack's a hell of a drug.
I mean, like, and it was like
Yeah.
the guy was. I was like, it's got to be fake, and then I rewatched it. And I was like, there's no way that guy's not a crackhead.
oh no, like
There's no way.
yeah.
And but I mean, crack will make you do parkour. I guess.
Jay Love from Felipe Pupo just the other day on Facebook.
I forget, people can't hear looks, so I just raised my eyebrow at Kyle.
No, like Jay Love posted a video of a guy they said was a crackhead doing a backflip off of a 2-story building, and that's for real.
yeah.
like
I saw that one.
yeah, that's insane.
World Star is weird.
Yeah.
World Star is for black people what NASCAR is for white people.
Just morbid curiosity all over.
It's morbid curiosity, and it's really just perpetuating a horrible stereotype about both sides.
World Star.
You know,
I went on there to look to try to find the video of the chick running people over at the Chameleon. Because that was on World Star.
Running
okay.
people over.
Yeah, with a car.
Yeah. She like
At
it
the
was-
Chameleon.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about.
it
How
was-
did I not hear about this?
It was a Thirsty Thursday. Like when they used to
Oh,
do
she
like
was
yeah.
thirsty for blood.
she was drunk.
Yeah, they were all fucked up and
Wasn't
like
that the girl that got charged with
Yeah.
She
manslaughter?
just plowed people
no,
over.
she got charged with attempted murder with an automobile, and she purposely hit 2 people. Like went out, smashed into a car, went over, hit the building next to the Chameleon.
Get some fucking French toast.
Yeah, and just fucking took off and.
Didn't she get caught because like her radiator had exploded? or something like that?
She pulled a hose out and it
Yeah.
like literally trailed right to her house.
Oh, I thought it was because she stopped at the Crown Fried Chicken.
That wasn't there.
I hear that place is delicious though.
I never went.
It was, but it was like
Well, if
many a time. Me and Willie
I-
Blaze
yeah,
are sitting out
Prince
in
of
front of there.
Subs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been there, but I've heard good things about the Rendezvous, and I went there, and that was pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rendezvous is
cheesesteaks.
awesome.
Willie
Rendezvous
Blaze
awesome.
was
They're
talking
super
about,
Italian.
you want fried chicken? You go to Prince of Subs.
In the
like-
way that he always wait.
He
Tell
actually
you about
co-
fried chicken, fam.
You gotta go, all right, you gotta go to Rob Burritos if you want a burrito. And if you want chicken, go to Prince of Subs.
anybody who knows Willie Blaze and has to do an impression of him, even if you can't do the voice, you have to
To
do the hand
hands.
gesture.
Yeah.
he complimented Gary on his Willie Blaze impression. He really
I remember
Willie's gonna have words for me and Kyle when he
yeah.
hears this.
like you have that one memory of that one person, and for me, it's Willie Blaze explaining to me, like he was explaining to me something out in front of Crown Chicken, like. I guess he was living with Corey at the time,
Okay.
and like he just hit me up. Like I hit him up out of nowhere, and like he was just like, I was like, "You hungry?" And I knew that was gonna be yes. So we went to Crown Chicken, and he always got what was it? He got the whitefish and cornbread. That was his like staple there. So my memory of Willie Blaze is always him taking the whitefish out of his mouth, going, "All right, listen here, fam." Like every time somebody says Willie Blaze, that's the image I get. So
I mean, that's spot on.
yeah,
I just picture him outside of a bar with a grill. 'Cause that's the first place I ever met him.
I actually picture him in a hoodie at the Chameleon because that's what it was back in the day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
After
And a black hoodie at the Chameleon.
I love that he got banned for life and now works there.
It's a crazy world.
And how paranoid he was for a while. Like I remember when CI took over the champ and he was like, "Oh, I can't be here," and I was like, "Dude, it's the champ. Nobody's gonna care." He's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna come out and mosh for Toda," because it was right. It was right when Matt Marcellus joined, and him
Okay.
and Matt are like super tight.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I was standing there, and Will literally runs from the back loading dock off the stage. Like, you imagine, like, this is Willie Blaze in his, like, Tim's
Yeah.
fitted hat.
Long ass shirt.
Yeah, and there was a mini Blaze in the
Oh,
crowd,
shit.
like a kid that was like, if you don't meet Willie Blaze, you will eventually, like...
The next generation.
Yeah, the next generation. And I mean, like, he dove out, like, Tim caught some girl's head, like, on the way in, and then he just proceeded to move the entire crowd 10 feet back, and nobody got in the pit afterwards. Like,
Sounds about right.
he crowd rolled, and then he stopped, and then he crossed his hands and stood there and watched the rest of the set, and nobody got close to him. And, like, I saw him come out, and I took off. Because I was
Yeah.
like, if he sees me on the edge, he's going to hit me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Because he had to get me back. Oh, wait, no, this was before Amateur Theory. Amateur Theory, I headbutted him in the chest during a launch show and pushed him out because it was grind. Like, it was Matthew grind stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I've never felt so bad after, like, hitting somebody because, you know, Will's a big guy. You don't expect him to say something to make you, like, feel like, do like a, oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Like, but he didn't have his Timbs on, and he had moccasins on. And
Oh,
he was
shit.
like- and he was like, I was like, yeah, sorry, I got a little out of control. He's like, no, it's cool. The headbutt was fine, but man, you stepping on my tootsies. And I was just like, oh. It's
Oh,
like
no,
a-
I mean...
I really wish you would stop calling
See,
me that.
see, that's the thing. I'm a big guy. I used to get in, like at metalcore shows. I would get in the middle of the mosh pit, and I would just stand there and hold my arms out and let dudes bounce off of me.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was fun. But now I'll go to punk rock shows at the A Bag, and like freaking what's the dude's name? Who's
Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt. He's like a sack of freaking elbows, man. Like
Oh,
He's
I'll
in Metal Wolf.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'll have bruises all over my
Oh, yeah,
forearms
like-
and shit from him just flying into me. It's
scrawny,
yeah.
wily guys at shows.
I try to be very conscious of not running into anyone at all when I'm performing, especially when I was doing stuff with Consumer, because like, I mean, it's a fucking bass guitar. Like, it's not light, and I'd be like swinging it around. Like, I remember almost catching a girl in the face with it one night when we played Tellus, and I'm like, ah, shit, and then go in my corner here. I just gave a girl reconstructive facial surgery.
See, like, with Amateur Theory, like, I like doing the complete opposite with, like, kids in the pit. Because you couldn't mosh to it because there was no rhythm to
It's
it.
like
So
Dillinger.
yeah, so you just like you literally, like, the only way you could quote unquote dance to it was to run back and forth and hit each other. You just like play Red Rover.
Yeah.
Like that's all you did. So at what was supposed to be our last show, we played on the floor at the Vine Street Annex at launch, and I saw a gap. And I took it and I just dropped my head and ran through the crowd, like thinking like I gotta hit somebody. So, like, I'm playing the songs heads down. I see feet running up. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, this is it. And, like, he hits me dead square side of the head and shoulders. Like, and I catch him in, like, the lower abdomen. I didn't see the kid. All I saw was his feet. This kid must have weighed, like, 110 pounds.
Oh
He
shit.
just like bounce off.
Oh no, me and him went for a ride into the fucking soundboard, and like 4 or 5 sets of hands go over the podium, holding onto the soundboard, and then like 2 guys run up and they like pick him up and dust him off, and I'm like, oh, these are his friends. These guys are about to punch the shit out of me, and they just like literally like old timey bar style picked me up by my clothes and whipped me back on stage. I was sitting there like tried to like kind of like block it out, but like had to look away from the crowd for a second just to like be like, did that really just happen?
Yeah, it's like, let me recover my dignity before I face you again.
Yeah. I also found out that the person that I like, because like we would play like a really like spacey song, like intro, and then play like just the grindiest song we had immediately afterwards, just to like calm everybody down and then just be really abrasive and try to like bring as much energy as possible. So when Mike would do was just stand there stoically. I don't know if you ever seen.
I've never seen Mike live.
All right,
It's
so
creepy.
it's
Is it?
like
He just stands there and stares straight ahead
That's a-
anytime he's not singing.
that's in Amateur Theory. His whole deal was
Didn't he get? He was in ventriloquist at first.
Yeah,
I think.
he was in ventriloquist.
Oh yeah, he was a cousin
Then
of our
me-
singer
yeah.
from Seven Revolutions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Ryan from Seven Revolutions was his cousin.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's Small
World, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Both scream awesome. They both have
yeah.
awesome screaming voices.
So, like in every other band that Mike would be in, he would just get drunk and go crazy.
Yeah.
In this band, he would, because I joined like after an old bassist, and we had to wear like ties and like dress clothes just to confuse everybody.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
So, like they would just be Mike standing on like at the front of the stage with the mic down to his side, staring at the back of the room, trying to look stoic, looking like a fucking serial killer. Like the first time I ever saw him, I didn't really meet Mike. I was terrified of Mike. I was like, this dude is gonna kill someone.
I could see him pulling that look off. Too.
Oh,
I
dude,
mean,
like
yeah.
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't come talk to him after the shows because they were just like, "There's something." And especially with the U.S. Marine Corps tattoo, nobody came and talked to him.
Yeah, nobody talks to me after shows. It's very hurtful.
It's more or less because halfway through the set, you're just going,
I mean, yeah, I get it, horribly out of shape, but like, you know, even if you want to come up and say the show sucked, like
If you're listening to this, talk to Malik.
everyone's talking to Kyle and
he's a
Javen like,
person.
oh, it's so good, you guys are great. Nobody fucking comes near me.
it's because you're halfway through the set, keeled over, going, Sandwich walks into a bar. Bartender says, "You don't serve food here."
Scout tells that joke. I never told that joke.
You didn't. No, you didn't. But
It's got to be a different reason. It's not just because I'm huffing and puffing 2 songs in, which I wouldn't be if asshole over here didn't try to play everything 5
Faster?
times faster than the fucking
Everything's
rest.
always, and if you don't play to a click, it's always faster.
yeah, it's faster than it is, and it's already way too fast.
He kind of doesn't want to give anyone a break either. He's like, well, first song's done. All right, and then starts playing the next song. I'm like, what? You don't even start this song.
Oh, that was another goal. I forgot. That was another goal. We tried to get it was a 5-song set down to 10 minutes.
Nice.
That's like punk rock stats.
Yeah, so, and it was
beyond.
We did that.
Yeah, we did that.
At
We did.
Millersville,
We did. We actually got.
No, we played 5 songs there.
We played 5 songs in 10 minutes, and then with breaks, and then
Hey, but doing.
yeah. So I think now we're at what 7 songs, and I think it's still only like 12 to 14 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
We listened to your whole album earlier, so it
Went by really fast.
Oh yeah, the one song on there is only like 1 minute and 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like just cleaning up the place, getting it ready for the podcast.
It's
Something
over.
like so. We're like, okay, their album's over.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I talked to Chris. Actually, we played. So our first show we played, and Chris Dean was there, and I walked up to Chris right before the set, and I was like, "Hey, just a heads up, I totally ripped off Fuck Your Head, like just forewarning." And he was just like, "All right, cool, like I want to check it out." We ended up playing with Nah a year later, and I said the same thing to Mike, and Mike just goes, "Oh, you ripped 94 off? Oh, it's cool. We ripped Tiny Hawks off." And then Tiny Hawks ripped off Minutemen.
Oh.
And I was like, so this is a chain of command
Yeah.
of bands that just constantly
Rip that
rip
song
each
off,
other
yeah.
off. And like I went and downloaded a Tiny Hawks album, like thinking like, all right, cool. Like it's been a while. Like there's like 8 songs here. 15 minutes.
Nice.
First song, 17 seconds, and they have the fuck up in it.
Oh,
Wow.
Like the false start.
It's like
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like Nirvana. They're like, oh, it smells like Teen Spirit was a total Pixies ripoff. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, we didn't think the song was that strong, but it changed the face of music for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's like the first song every kid learns, and I know that because every child comes into Guitar Center.
You know what
plays
kids
that song.
learned before Smells Like Teen Spirit existed?
Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. And Iron Man.
And Iron Man, and then when
Iron
they
Man was the first one I learned.
when they start to get into guitar, at least at my time, it was like half of them were learning Stairway to Heaven because
Yeah.
like there were still like the old dudes from like the early '90s that were still teaching it,
Yeah.
and then you had everybody learning Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah, we also...
And I don't know what's more depressing: hearing "Sweet Child of Mine" played by like a 30-year-old in a cover band, or hearing it played poorly
By a young
by a
kid.
14-year-old. I don't know what's more
Yeah,
depressing.
that's
All I
true.
know is I got equally sad.
30-year-old.
I'm sure.
30-year-old,
Yeah,
definitely.
31
Yeah.
killing it. No, like it's like you spent the time on "Sweet Child of Mine."
Now, one of our early songs was actually Symphony of Destruction, too. We learned... Because that just came out when we were learning
so
to play.
easy.
Oh, yeah. It's like Bulls at Parade, like that
Bulls
first
on Parade, yeah.
Bulls on Parade.
Bulls
Yeah.
at Parade sounds
Bulls
like
at
a really
Parade.
weird
Yeah, that-
headline in
yeah.
the newspaper.
Yeah,
That's just in. Bulls,
Bulls
at
at
Parade.
Parade in Louisiana.
yeah, they rock that F sharp.
Maybe you guys can have Bulls at Parade in Louisiana when you're there.
Oh, yeah.
That would be dope. That would be dope with the brass band because they would really get into that.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Bulls.
that
wear-
would be
yeah.
sweet as shit. If you
Could
get
you-
that,
do
you
guys
need to take a video of
requests?
it.
Can you play Bulls on Parade?
Can you play it on Mary?
Oh, that would be so amazing.
That would
I
be
know.
on saxophones
Like
and
I say,
shit.
if you do
But-
that, you have to get video of it
The
for us.
only thing
Fair
that I
enough.
did not see, like, it would be cool to like get in contact with like a brass band to do a parade, but also get in charge of a marching band with a leader, like with the
With the
staff.
drum major,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I want to see that guy when Bulls on Parade plays.
I
Yeah.
also
Like-
would ask them to play Chicago's 25 or 6 to 4.
That would be awesome too.
I just have a feeling whoever was in that band would look at me like, you fucking asshole.
All right, man.
I did that too.
We
there,
good? We-
there was a we can like. cut
No, you're
this.
good.
Yeah.
There was a dueling piano bar
Yeah.
on Bourbon Street
Yeah,
that
you
would
told
take
me, yeah.
$5 requests, and I don't know, like the dude. It was two piano players and a drummer, and what they would do is literally, you would go up, pay them $5 with a slip with a request on it, and if they didn't know the song, if it was even like somewhat intermediate and like hard to learn, they would limp through it.
Oh wow!
So, me being a jackass, went up and I was like, "Oh, there's a drummer there," and like, I heard him say something about Neil Peart, so I would just like, "Man, screw it, Tom Sawyer." I've never seen a dude like get a request get so mad.
Yeah.
Like he was sitting there, is like. The guy was like, "All right, Tom Sawyer by Rush," and he's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Oh, come on. It's not like you requested YYZ.
I
You would be an asshole
Yeah.
forever, and I
Yeah.
would stop being your fucking friend.
But it was hilarious because like they would change out piano players, and it was a blind piano player
Oh shit.
played Tom Sawyer by memory,
Wow.
Oh wow!
and he killed it. And he was like bullshit. Like he was like it like you say, like I make everything look easy. This guy made.
well, he's fucking blind, of course.
But I mean, like he's like sitting there, like it was like as if Johnny Carson was playing like fucking like piano, because he's just sitting there like going through the whole song, and in between lines he's just cracking jokes,
Yeah.
Oh wow!
and his like dog's just sitting right there like the whole time.
I mean,
I'm
I
pretty
would
sure.
like to see somebody play YYZ on the piano, though. That would be kind of
That'd be
cool.
rad.
I'm gonna have to check that on YouTube and see if that exists somewhere.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. I can see this is gonna go on if we don't put an end to it.
well, Kyle never shuts the fuck up.
No, I love it. It's way better than whenever it's like, "Hey, so how long you guys been in a band?" 5 years. Okay.
Where'd you find your band name? Dad's
Google.
name.
Google. We Googled a bunch of shit
I killed a man once.
just to watch him bleed. Thank you so much for joining us for the 13th episode of the Damn Podcast. It's been such a pleasure having all these bands on, and I'm so stoked to keep going with this. This whole year's been amazing. I have so many great bands coming up in the works, not to mention all the great bands that we've already had on. But you guys are in for a great trip here. The road is looking clear, and the interviews have been a blast. So thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to the podcast, share it on Facebook, and let's make this thing huge.
Damn, son, isn't that enough?